pretty nice champs. Okay. Off we go. How's everybody doing today? Just making sure that both my game clients are working fine. Looks pretty good. Can do some CVC, and then we will we'll do some tag team. But we gotta do everything today. Left all the dailies. The new changes to CVC makes it so that twins and makes it that twins is worth CVC points now. So now I have to hold off twins for CVC, which is not ideal since twins takes a little bit of time. So I do play on 2 clients. You do see me looking back and forth a lot, but the one on the screen right now is my main account. Both accounts are free to play. So if you guys have been following the channel, both accounts are free to play. I made both accounts from day 1. And yeah, we're grinding away. Hopefully you guys are having good CVC. Let me know how you guys are doing. Okay. So tag team, of course, easiest to get points really quick. Best points per gem ratio. I got 40 to go through in my bag, so I bought 3 from yesterday carrying over, and then I can buy probably 3 more today. So it can be quite a bit of tag team grinding. I never do the refreshes because the refreshes are a waste of gems usually. So what I do is basically I just go tag team until I get a team that I don't want to fight, and then I just do something else. Wait for the refresh timer and then refresh. But yeah, let me know if you have any comments. Just gonna grind here and chill. Hopefully the stream looks okay. So far, stream strength looks pretty good. Hopefully the quality looks pretty good. Let me know if the stream looks good, guys. So I also held off Doom Tower, so I still need to do Doom Tower. Mainly because the first level had energy, and I wanted to save the energy for for CVC, so still have to do some Doom Tower, so that's gonna take some extra time. And I won't get Wukong until tomorrow because I forgot to click collect one day. So I won't get Wukong until tomorrow, but that's no big deal. It'll still be part of CVC. Okay. I was like pleasantly surprised because last CVC I missed the top milestone for tier 6. I basically fell asleep before I hit 400. Our clan still won, but I missed the tier 6, which kind of sucks because the top milestone had a sacred shard, a couple of void shards, so I missed that. But was pleasantly surprised that I didn't fall out of tier 6 personal rewards for this CVC, so I am still in tier 6 CVC personal rewards. I thought I was going to have to grind back up to tier 6, but not the case, so since I messed up the Wukong champ chase, so my Wukong is gonna be 1 day late. I won't get it today. I was thinking about building it on stream, but I have to build it tomorrow, which is probably okay. Today I'm gonna build my terrace. We're gonna have some fun with that. But won't be building my terrace until probably I'm done my dailies at least. We got lots of events going on right now. We got artifact enhancement as well, training. So all of our grinding will go towards an event. Yeah, like I said, we got 4 tag team bags to go through, plus the bags that we can get today. So one free one, plus the 15, 40, and 50 gem ones. So a lot of tag team to go through today. But luckily I don't have work today, so I will be playing a little bit longer on CVC. Do 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 do. Alright. Looks like we're gonna do something else after this fight. I know it's so interesting watching this super high level play. Watching me kill one man tag teams. Okay, all good. Items are all good. Alright. Let's do some Iron Twins. Get that going. Hey Joe, what's up, man? Good morning. Good morning, man. How's that CVC grind? Quick battle 3v3 would be life changing. Yeah, it's like, you know, maybe one day. You know, like I know there's some kind of program. There is some kind of program that I heard about that allows people to basically go through CVC like automatically. I think it's like some kind of macro. So it's not entirely consistent, but it does exist. I'd imagine that Farbstuff would be able to incorporate it into the into the helper one day. Maybe. Booked a bunch. Yeah, I just woke up, so I didn't really do too much yet. I just did some tag team. Like, I always start with tag team just because tag team to me is like those time constraint ones, because like you always want to keep on top of that refresh timer. And so I have a lot of tag team to do today, probably like 70 or 80 fights, so I need to stay on top of the timer. Yeah, it's a macro. I haven't really seen it in use, like any kind of tutorial or anything. But hopefully Farbsoft will incorporate it into the helper one day, or incorporate something similar. But I think it might be like edging on like too much automated play, and it might be against what Plarium will allow, because he does work within the constraints of what Plarium says. So but yeah, lots to do today. We got to build our Taras. I was saying I messed up my Wukong chase, but I messed it up in the opposite way, where I missed a day, so I get Wukong tomorrow instead of today. But yeah, I wanted to build my Wukong today, but I'm a really slow champion builder, so it's probably better to focus on one champion. Yeah, it was tough. Well, I got him on the weekend, so I only had to wait like 3 days, which honestly feels like forever. But I was like, okay, I'm glad I waited because it ended up being personal rewards. Actually, it would have been 4 days. It does feel quite long, but I'm ready. And it's kind of nice that leveling, there's a training tournament, so leveling goes towards that. I can do my masteries when I'm like out today. I can do my books today. Actually, you know what? We might not be able to build them today because we have to build the masteries first. Masteries take a little bit of time, an hour probably. Yeah, so I was hoping to build him on stream, but depending how long the stream will take, I guess. I can stream a little bit longer today. Who is your mineral farmer? For this account, I use Ethos. Ethos is really quick. Yeah, he's like consistent. He can solo farm consistently about 20 seconds, but it really depends. He might even get down to like 15 seconds. Yeah, my Taurus is just 50 right now, so I have to rank him up to 6, and then I'll do the minnows. Your Yannika's 2830. Leo, yeah, Leo is actually really good too. Yeah, Leo's really good. Probably similar to Ethos. Yeah, a really fast minnow farmer really takes the pain away. Takes the pain away. See, I don't really like my twins isn't particularly fast, so I don't like doing this on stream since it's just kind of like waiting and grinding. But each run is like 2.5, 3 minutes. Gotta do 6 of them. They're worth 400 points, which is, you know, pretty good. Taraku did a 12-second Baron and Ghostborn. Yeah. Well, my best Minotaur time is 9 seconds. So with I forgot who it was. Septimus? Septimus plus somebody plus Ethos. It might have been with Ghostborn. So it might have been like Ethos, Ghostborn, Septimus. 9 seconds or something. Worth the loss of XP? Yeah, I mean, yeah. It can be pretty quick. But I don't know. Maybe we'll do something like that on stream today. Super interesting content watching Iron Twins go. What do you think of the new fusion? Let's talk about the fusion. Do we care much about it today? Visix is better. Visix is very good comparison. I think the argument is like this new champion gives you team healing, which is probably good for like Hydra, obviously. Especially since, you know, especially new players, you can't specifically build champions for Hydra and stuff, so having a bit of healing might be helpful. Hey Philly, what's up, man? Are you pulling for any of the 10x? It's juicy. Not gonna lie. There's some yummy champions there, but I won't be. Mainly because I'm not close to Mercy on any of them. On any of my shards, I'm not close to Mercy. I have lots of shards, but gambling on 10x's outside your Mercy is not for me. I don't think it's efficient. And since I don't spend money buying shards, my shards are limited, right? So I gotta be really careful about when I spend my shards. Hey Arthur, how are you? I have Visix and Versolve still to build. I think I'm skipping. Yeah, those champions Versolve actually very similar to three turn cooldown on the defense up, ally protection. The new champion's a 4 turn with defense up, ally protection, and then places the Valk ability on himself. Yeah, so he doesn't look good compared to like Versolve. Versolve places Leech as well, which is probably even better than his passive. But I think the thing that's going for this new fusion is that his AoE decreased speed can be very useful. Especially if he somehow has good multipliers. If he can hit hard, maybe. But I doubt it. I doubt it he's going to be better than like Versolve. Yeah, your team does actually need the heal, but manualing the provoke is miserable. Yeah, he can't be a provoker. He's a backup provoker at best. So I got one secret from Clan Boss and pulled a Sigmund the High Shield. You know, he was one of the champions that I compared the new fusion to. Basically, I said like this new fusion, it's like a solid kit, but it's a very boring kit. He won't be like, the thing is like what you see is what you get. He won't be like meta defining or anything like that. He's mostly like a progression champion, and we're just talking about comparisons right now, and like something like Visix, which is a free login champion, arguably is better because Visix is void, so she won't weak hit her provokes. She has decreased speed as well, and then a AoE provoke. So defense based as well. Versolve is similar as well, and I think Versolve might even be better for clan boss tuning, better for Hydra. He has the AoE leech. So if you're low in resources, this is probably a skip. Like he's pretty like mid legendary probably. He's not bad. Like the fusion is not bad, but probably pretty mid. Ally Protect is also 3-turn on Visix. 4-turn, yeah. I think the 4-turn hurts him quite a bit. Like it's like when I was looking at it, my first thought was Jarag. But Jarag is actually a better clan boss champion than the fusion because Jarag has an A1 attack down. And this champion A1 doesn't affect clan boss, A2 doesn't affect clan boss, and his A3 is a 4-turn, so similar to Jarag for clan boss tuning. But Jarag's way better. So his main role isn't clan boss, his main role will be Hydra. And in Hydra, he's similar to Versolve or Visix. Arguably better or worse than Visix because he brings some team healing. But yeah, he's mid. He's a skip if you're looking to skip, but he's also a fragment. So like fragments are, you know, usually pretty easy if you just do all your events. Saving the shards is hard, especially with the triple 2x weekend we just had. The triple 2x weekend, you know, probably drained a lot of people of shards. Personally, I have no issue going for this guy. Like, yeah, the events will be easy for me, and then I have plenty of shards that I've saved just to complete it. He's also a high elf, which you never know when you're going to pull a dupe and then finish off your arbiter speed. So I'm in the process of getting my last faction guardian filled out for high elves. So I definitely want to get him just in case I could pull a dupe for faction guardians. I think the fusion will need an extender to shine. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Especially he has some, you know, good team buffs. And then he can obviously extend his own shield and counterattack. He's going to need resistance for Hydra, so he's going to be super stat hungry. But yeah. If the shard event is amazing, I might do it. Yeah, why not? Like personally, I'm like one of those guys that gets all the fusions if I can get them. Like if I can get them, I will get them all. You never know when they're going to be useful, and extra legendary is always a nice thing. All right, done twins finally. Let's refresh and do some more tag team. Yeah, 10x is pretty, like the champs are good, but of course you have to be close to Mercy to take advantage of the 10x, and non-void 10x is still pointless. So it's only worth it if you're going for the 10x voids, in my opinion. You regret Lanathro. Yeah, Lanathro, I'm happy I got Lanathro because he's in my Fire Knight Hard 10 team. You know, you never know when they're gonna be useful. Like everyone said Lanathro is shit like when he came out, and he did seem pretty bad because when you compare him to champions like Fat Man and all that, like, you know, you see his skill not being that good. But another champion that people were kind of like meh about was like Bivold. And of course I'm glad to get Bivold because he is super MVP for like Hydra. Mother Cybele was another one that everyone was really down on and no one really liked, but Mother Cybele ended up being niche good. She has A1 area, A1 decreased speed, on area, sorry, AoE decreased speed on her A1, and then that makes her viable for Hydra. So glad I did her. What else? I think most people might have skipped, some people might have skipped like Sigmund because Demitha was part of Sigmund fusion. Personally, I skipped Sigmund because I kept the Demitha to build my unkillable team back then. And I don't regret skipping Sigmund because his kit was so, like I said, like average, and it would never be like meta because what you see is what you get. You kill for a Creodin for Fire Knight Hard 10, yeah, or for Fire Knight Hard. He's good. He's an option. Obviously, you have Nut, and if you don't have Creodin, just use an ally attacker, an extra ally attacker. There's a couple ways to build like the Fire Knight teams, and it's like a mix of like ally attacker, ally attacker, AoE damage, speed down, speed up, and some kind of freeze champion usually. There's like some combination, some mix. Hey Khalib, how are you, man? Happy CVC. Yeah, you too. Yeah, we're just chilling here today. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Welcome. Yeah, just chilling. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. I will be reading chat and just chilling, doing my CVC. Good luck on anyone doing CVC right now. I'm farming 4 right now. Started buying Clan Boss. Freeze dude. Oh, Yakaro. Yeah, Yakaro is actually really shining in Fire Knight Hard. I think a lot of people probably regret not picking him up. But yeah, he brings a lot. Alright, let's do my Doom Tower. Still grinding here. Let's see. Hellhaze Optimizer says, I don't have an FK6 team. FK6, you can make a pretty consistent team with like Stag Knight, Coldheart, 2 ally attackers, and like Nut. Like, it's actually not too difficult to do hard 6. Like the speed requirements aren't that insane, I think. How are you doing on UDK event? Oh, I'm finished. Yeah. Almost finished the 1500. I'll finish without any issues. I might have extra points, which is not ideal, but let's see. You think you only get 1350? Oh shoot, that sucks, man. Hold on. So this is my, yeah, I'm at 1440, and I'll get it easily with these catch-up events. Yeah. Basically done. I guess I collect this too. Let's see. I've decided to skip the fusion. Not worth it to you. I think he's good. I just don't need his role. Exactly. Yeah, he is good. He's a good champ. But like I was saying, he will never be meta because his kit. What you see is what you get with his kit. So he'll never be meta. And we already identified some substitutes for him, like Visix, Versolf. So, and he doesn't really excel as a provoker, and he brings a decreased speed, which might help some people because some people might not have AoE decreased speed. And he brings some protection and healing, but you know, it might be useful for some people. He's not a bad champ for sure. One of the easy 60k points in this CVC was Sil and Wukong. Nice. I messed up my Wukong, except in the other way, the reverse way. So instead of picking up 1 day early, I have to pick it up 1 day late. So I was expecting to pick him up today, but then I guess I didn't collect the item yesterday because I fell asleep early. And then so I'm going to pick him up tomorrow because I was hoping to build him on stream today, but ended up not being the case. So we will build him tomorrow off stream. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. Yeah, Yumiko. Yeah, those Yumiko and Kaimar teams. I don't know if it's Yumiko. I think Kaimar is the one. But Kaimar is like super fast, but the way they build those teams is kind of ridiculous to take advantage of it. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I haven't figured out too much with the reset Fire Knight teams. But I don't want to regear my Kaimar and everything. He's like good for like all my dungeons, and I only have one. So, hey Cass, how are you, man? Gear cleanse the old-fashioned way. I want to be cutthroat. However, any hardcore cleansing tips? Oh man, just take time, dude. Load up a video. Load up some videos and yeah, take your time. If it seems overwhelming, some tips is select one piece of gear. So let's say like gear cleanse all your weapons first, for example. It looks less overwhelming, and like psychologically you won't be so discouraged. And then just work it down that way. So like do weapons first and then do helms. And also keeps your brain in that mindset where it's like, okay, I'm doing weapons, instead of going back and forth. So I think I think that's a good tip actually for trying to do a lengthy gear cleanse. So try that. Hey Crayola, what's up, man? Yeah, because it's a grind, right? It's gonna take you like 2 hours if you want to do it like seriously. So keep that brain sharp. Skuramus is basically him as an epic. True that, yeah. Yeah, it's, you know, I always advocate to get the fusions if you can do it. If you like, yeah, if you have the shards, basically, I would definitely get the fusion. Like, you never know. Like I was saying, it's part of the high elf faction, so you can finish off your arbiter speed. If you pull a dupe, for example, so you never know, right? I do have gear cleanse video. I had a 3-part gear cleanse maybe a couple months ago. It didn't get reviewed too often, and I had some. It's tough to make a lengthy video, because I have like, my family moving around in the background and stuff like that, so it wasn't the best video. But yeah, it's tough. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I need to do my Doom Tower. Sorry guys. I saved my Doom Tower for CVC just because the energy was on the first level and I didn't want to be capped. Let's catch up on chat here. So I pulled 2 Legos over to Marichka 10x, Fortis, and Dupe Angar. Wow. That's pretty good rates, at least. waiting on that buff, right? Where's that buff? Where's that Fortis buff? Versolf has good passes for Hydra. Yes, he does. He does. He's a better provoker, and arguably, like, he's probably a better support than the new fusion because he brings leech, which is like kind of better, right? Because your team will be taking more turns to try to heal up as opposed to the champion getting hit and then healing your team. So leech is definitely more preferred. Oh, yep. Hey Dixie, what's up, man? I like to sort my gear by speed priority now when cleansing. Every area of the game is acquiring it more and more, so pieces without getting cut a lot more. Yeah, I think like I want to say like 95% of my gear, if I don't see speed, it's instantly gone. But there's gonna be exceptions for sure. So the way I have my like helper set up is basically like anything like 6-star legendary or above, I will personally like look at it so it never sells it, because there's some pieces that I like to keep just in case they roll well, and they can be useful that way. So I don't like to auto sell all the time, especially the high quality gear. And obviously like 6-star legendary, you can use chaos ore to ore them into something useful. So I don't like to sell too strict. I can't understand the mindset people have when they hoard gear they'll never use. I can't have my gear cluttered with crap I'm never gonna roll, let alone wear, like Saf. Still hoarding 5-star. Yeah, my 5-star is like all gone. Like the only 5-stars I keep are if I don't have very good examples in that set, or if I roll particularly well, like triple speed, triple crit. Like if it's a bottom piece and I rolled like triple good stat with like a good main stat, then I'm gonna keep going with it, or I'm gonna hold on to it. But most of my gear is like level 8. Most of my gear is actually level 12 on my account. So anything that's not rolled really stands out. And I rolled it right away when the artifact enhancement events come. But yeah, I'm pretty maxed out all the time. If I get 50 spots, I'm pretty happy. It's a pain in the ass when you have to craft gear. That's a pain in the ass if you don't have space. True or false? Free to play shard pull rates are different from paid shards. What about streamer? What about streamer pull rates versus non-streamer pull rates, or content creator pull rates versus non-content creator pull rates? Do you guys believe that? Because my content creator pull rate is pretty good. I pulled Taras. I don't believe there's any kind of conspiracy with that kind of stuff, but I think my free to play account kind of speaks against that. The pull rate, because people say like when you pay for shards you get better pull rates. I don't believe that's true, but we will never know. There could always be some shady stuff in the back end, who knows, in the backroom deals at Plarium. But I think it's illegal for them to manipulate things like that. So yeah, you can easily filter by flat subs, and if it's not perfect on all other stats, then it's a relatively easy decision. Yeah, like I'm starting to get into that where I start deleting gear if they have one undesirable sub. Yeah, my gear cleanses are getting kind of ruthless, just because there's too much gear sets in this game and too much gear. The thing is, I want to hold on to my protection and stone skin gear, until I amass like more accessories, you never know what combination of gear sets will be good too, especially with the new 9-piece sets. I don't know. Luckily, I don't need silver, so you know I don't feel the pinch to cleanse my gear as frequently. If I need silver, then I'll definitely be, you know, more stressed about cleansing more. My gear is pretty organized. I have less unequipped gear total than Sap has unrolled 5-star. Oh my god. Oh my god, his inbox? Oh no. My inbox is clean. I never put stuff, leave stuff in my inbox. Cause like once it gets into the inbox, I get kind of scared. Cause I don't want to lose items. The day Kenpachi became CC, he got Sifi and Harma in the same week. Oh, good for him. Yeah, good for him. You know, it's interesting. Kenpachi, he was a CC before I was a CC, and I checked his YouTube channel, and he didn't actually have the requirements that Plarium set out to be a CC. So I was kind of confused how that works, because I was like, what? How is he a CC, but on YouTube he didn't have the requirements? So I thought it was kind of interesting. I didn't ask or question because I'm not too close with him, but I know of him, of course. So I thought that was kind of interesting. He obliged to say he's in the program? Yes. Everyone is obliged to say you're in the content creator programs at some point. You're supposed to make like a coming out video or message, just so everyone knows that you're not an official like Plarium plug. Thanks for the gear cleanse tips. No problem. No problem, man. Protection set is all about speed. Well, it's a damage set too. Of course you want speed, but you know, now it brings damage. So I don't know. I don't know how exactly to think about it. Actually, you know what? I haven't really thought about it. I haven't really thought about it. There's too many things to think about in this game. So yeah, it's like a community game. Everybody has to play this game together because there's too many things to think about. Depends where you are in the game. When I was still pushing for Lydia, I keep anything. Yes, exactly. For Lydia, you start keeping all sorts of random stuff, and then instantly when you get Lydia, you make a ton of silver because you get rid of a bunch of stuff. So yeah, for sure. You have 0 items in your inbox? What about inbox energy? Come on. He streams daily on Twitch, averages 70 concurrent, 9-piece. 9-piece protection, DPS, Valk. That sounds interesting. I do have a Valk. I have a new Valk yet to be built, so that might come in handy. I know he has like, you know, his Twitch following, but that's not part of the official like content creator requirements for Plarium. So I was wondering how they, you know, it must be like exception based because he was a content creator before I was a content creator. So hey Citizen, what's up, man? Good morning. Good morning. Just doing our CVC grind here, so welcome everybody. Anyone new in chat? Doing our CVC grind. Doom Tower is not worth anything on CVC. I saved it for CVC because the first level had energy, so I didn't want to be capped holding energy. Hopefully you guys finished your UDK events. Scarab. I don't have a great Scarab team, so sorry guys. Do you guys want to help me build a proper Scarab team? I don't know. I usually just throw some random stuff together. I don't want to look at this. This is good enough, right? This is good enough. Okay, I don't want to look at this. Let's just hang out and chat. You went for the 3-star? Perfect. Yeah, I think 3-star is very beneficial, right? Because you get the extra sheep chance, I think. Do you max T6 PR on both accounts? Yes. 400 easy. Sometimes I go a little bit more if I need it. The highest CBC points I went on one account was 1.6 million. That CBC I tried to win the CBC by myself, and then I ended up losing. But yeah, it was pretty fun. Cold Heart and Destroy Gear, yeah, I don't have it. Nothing is built, so I'm just gonna let it run in the background and finish it off. Thralla and keep Rotos alive longer on any team that you can keep her alive. I think Rotos is fine here. Protection set is not damage set. It gives you more damage to other champs. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I'm just thinking like, who should I put it on? You know, who would you put it on? We'll see. We'll see. Nut. But you use both an FK hard 10. Yeah. 4-star UDK. Sounds good. Yeah, maybe I should just use Nut, right? Spirit Affinity. Oh, why did I use Hardman? For some reason, I thought Scarab King was like blue or something. Yeah, I just haven't focused on Scarab King like ever, so I just like complete it and then move on. Cardio, Ally Protection Champions. I guess it comes down to where your accessories land, right? Because we don't, you know, obviously we can't choose which faction has the accessories. So, and you need more than, I forgot what the bonus was, 9 pieces. Yeah, you need 9 pieces. So you're not gonna have, yeah, you're not gonna have like a full set for a while. Teal rocks for a scarab? Oh really? Like like look at this janky team. It just how's the terrace? I haven't built them yet. I'm just doing all the CVC stuff first, and then once I have some time, we can try to do the terrace. But I realized that I have to do my masteries on terrace, so it might not be done this stream. Although my masteries are pretty quick. Let's try Nut. Poison damage gives the most damage, so I dual Teal Euros. Okay. Like, I used to just use Euros, but my Euros has no masteries, no books. It takes me like 5 minutes. So I was like experimenting with like different teams just to see if I can get it faster. Haven't really put too much effort into trying to optimize like Scarab King. As you can clearly see, I just let Sifi Rotos like try to solo them. I have like a random Vergus in here. Damn, you're super chill about it. If I had Terrace, I built the day before I Yeah, I know. A lot of people were saying like, you know, I had to wait 4 days, you know, and then yeah. I had to wait 4 days to build Terrace. This is just random stuff I'm just putting on, but yeah. Terrace is yeah, definitely a game changer for sure. I did like a preliminary search on HH Optimizer just for his gear. Not super impressed at what is coming out, so hopefully I can get some pieces together to make him a little bit nicer, but he doesn't seem super strong with the gear I have available. But I have a general idea of how I want to build him. Who is better DPS for Hydra, Nut or Geo? I think Nut is better. I think the best thing about Nut is that he lets your team go much longer, if that makes sense, because his A3 ability allows you to free any champion basically with one hit. So as long as Nut is still active on your team, he can just free your champion, and then your run gets longer and longer. So then he kind of produces more damage overall. So depending on the team, right? So I mean, like, that's kind of like my thinking about it. Nut, Acrisia, Lydia, 2 minutes. Yeah, that's super nice. I mean, the Blood Shield accessories actually I don't really have that many of. I don't know. I mean, I guess our, I grind CVC all the time, but it's kind of like, yeah, I just don't have like that many Blood Shield accessories. Oh, Kaimar's in there too, yeah. You built Chagar as soon as I pulled him, and he's not even half as good. I think he needs something like this champion gets 20 accuracy for every 1,000 attack they have added to his passive. So that would be like an extra 100 accuracy. Maybe 100, 150 accuracy. That'd be interesting. There's not too many of those champions that get extra resistance or accuracy based on whatever stat. Only like Mithrala, and then that new champion based on speed, accuracy based on speed. That new Void legendary that looks like Chun-Li. I forgot her name. I don't know. The Valorious, the Valorious one or whatever. She's super sick. But yeah, looks too much like Chun-Li from Street Fighter, if you guys are aware. Your Geo 6 start is 37, Nut does 75. Nice. Oh yeah, Deliana based on HP. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's not too many of those champs right now, but I think that's an interesting way to stack some extra stats onto some champions. But they gotta be careful with that, because then otherwise they'll make some champions OP. Like Mithrala was like almost could be OP, but resistance still kind of sucks sometimes. It's hard to stack enough. Even with her passive, you can't outstack accuracy. So okay, okay, let's see what we gotta do here. Sorry, I'm just gonna do some of this bull crap. Oh, you know what? Check this spirit. Spirit. He's so stat hungry, they give him 38 base crit rate to try to help, but it really does nothing. Chagar is interesting. I like the way he looks, but I can't think of an application for him. Like, he has that sleep. I guess for Sand Devil. But I recently like got kind of low on legendary books, so made me kind of like step back a bit from like basically like building champions that I won't be exclusively like using often. So like if I pull Chagar myself, like I want to like mess around with them and stuff, but I don't think I would invest the books. So yeah, kind of sucks. This game doesn't really allow too much experimenting. Now that I'm looking again, he doesn't even have that. could have sworn he had higher base crit rate. He just needs a ton of stats, I guess. And then, like, if you guys think about it, like, we got Sung Wukong. Sung Wukong's an excellent champion, but he's gonna need books. So everyone's just instantly like, you know, less 10 books or whatever he needs, right? 10 or 11 books, I think. Yeah, player must make a ton of money off books still, but obviously less money than shards. But the book situation relative to how much Legos we get is a big gap, right? Big gap. Especially for new players now who are like given really strong like starting champions or free champions, and then they can't really like utilize it because they don't have books, right? Like they won't be able to utilize it for a long time. It might even slow down the progression. Like if you 6-star legendary champion instead of like an epic champion that you have books for, it might even slow down your progression, to be honest. Puts you at negative 11 books. Yeah, it's true, right? Like as soon as you get it, you're like, oh damn, I need to book this guy. This guy is so like ridiculous. Like Sun Wukong is gonna be good. Like he, you know, I don't think it takes like a rocket scientist to figure out that hey, this is a good champ. But he's kind of like limited to you know, Hydra. He has AoE block buffs, which is good for sorry, he's limited to arena, but his A3 is good for Hydra if you don't have Ugo. But you know, he's mainly an arena champ. So if you're not focused on arena, then you guys can like just chill on him. No need to rush. Completely dry? Damn. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I don't like that feeling. So like I was saying, like I recently got empty on books because I started, you know, I pulled Theodore and then I pulled an extra, you know, nut. So I had, and then I finished a fusion for nut. So I had 2 nuts and then Theodore, and then I pulled like Valkyrie too. I started pulling some good champs and I'm like, fuck, like I don't have enough books to book everyone. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna chill. And then I had Lanathro. So I had to book him like partially. Luckily, like my books landed properly. And then I pulled Longbeard, who I freaking needed to book too. And thank God Longbeard doesn't need that many books. So like in like a month, I pulled like all these champions I needed to freaking build. I'm like, oh man, I got an FK 10 team. I gotta build this like right now. What happened here? He stole somebody's unkillable buff. So, you know, but I started stacking up some books. Like every time I see a book in an event, I'll just like go for it. Sometimes I would skip back in the day, but then like when I was low, I was like, okay, I gotta go for every single one now. Hate kind of doing that, but you want to book Lysandra for Dark Fae? I also want to book the Monkey King. Yeah, Lysandra, I mean, Lysandra you can play Fae. I mean, you don't need Lysandra for Fae, that's the thing. So you can definitely not use her. And she's not going to be like game breaking, I think, for Fae. Sun Wukong might be game breaking for a certain arena. So if you want to play arena, like have a new tool in arena, depending like how serious you play PvP, like for tag team or something like that. Like he's an offensive tool, right? So, you know, he's going to give you an extra way to deal with certain defenses. So it's kind of like the first time you pull like Madame Cirrus like back in the day or something, you're like, yes, I got my, you know, buff stripper, and that literally changes your game. So like Sun Wukong could be like on that level where he just changes your arena game. But if you're not into PvP, then he's not going to be doing too much for you. To be competitive, you need books. Base 100% chance to land his stuff, so you only need books for cooldown. Yeah, that's a good point actually. That's a good point. Should be a good Terrace Marichka counter, right? Buff Steel and Sheep. Yeah, he is. He's gonna be a good counter to a lot of things, right? Like he just sheeps a threat. So I think right now, like the biggest thing is like how to stop, Sun Wukong from totally like destroying your team like on defense. Because some defenses are like held together by like one champ, and if you take them out with the sheep, then the defense kind of falls apart. So I think resistance we might see back, but I also think building Sun Wukong, you have to build them with a lot of accuracy. So because I think people will try to check you with resistance. You still haven't booked Arbiter? Yeah, that's good. She's totally not needed for Arbiter. But it also depends too, right? Like, in PvP, sometimes she takes more turns. You need more turns to win some fights. So having the books help. Hey, Mr. Man, what's up, man? Saw you pulled to Ross. Huge congrats. Forever jealous of your roster. Thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's unreal. Very excited to put him together here. Somehow this Morag boss gets block damage. Okay. Use Deacon, double cohort, roll guard, allure, Deacon. Yeah, it's 2-minute team. I made a video on Dark Fade, like using just rares and epics. Very consistent, like 2-minute team. Not hard at all. The speed requirements are kind of high though. Like you need some good gear. Sun Wukong for Hydras. He has AoE block buffs. So some people might struggle with the AoE block buffs because it's just a debuff that doesn't not a lot of champs have. So you could use Sun Wukong there. The rest of his moves don't really matter, right? Let's see here. It's funny because like my faction wars, I kind of just like slap stuff together and like hope they have gear. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna go, yeah. And then hope they have gear to finish. And I'm like, oh, I think everybody's geared here. Let's go. I can use her unbooked. I'm trying to get the gold tag for the missions. All right, yeah, good luck. Yeah, Silver 4 is definitely crowded. Everyone has the same idea, right? Trying to get the gold 1. But I think everyone should try to stay in gold 1 because you get the extra items to buy, right? And you get the 5 and 6 star refresh gear possibility. Like, you definitely should stay in gold 1. At least try to get there at least once a month to get the sacred shard, right? Gold live arena probably needs 400 to 500 accuracy. Yeah. I'm probably gonna build my Sun Wukong with 500 accuracy and make him as fast as possible because there's actually an idea going around where you build him with no speed and just let his passive give him turns, which is kind of interesting, but I don't think that's the way to do it. So I would try to probably just build him with high accuracy and high speed. He might need to be faster, like faster than he's gonna be faster than your nukers because he has to take out the threat first. Like for example, Ultimate Death Knight, for example, or Duchess. So like a lot of times you'll see like Duchess like Veil, protect the team, have two turn Stone Skin, and then you need to neutralize the Duchess right away. So you have to go before your nuker. So he needs to be reasonably fast. I'd say 250 speed, 500 accuracy. Anything more would be a lot better, but I think that would be a generic build that you might lean on, maybe with Stone Skin. Hey Blazin, what's up, man? Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, make sure to like the stream and all that stuff, guys. Thanks, appreciate it. Thought you'd be optimized faction wars type guy. I did. I actually, well, if you see my optimized times are very fast. They're like 1 minute 30 teams, but I started taking gear off when I started like gearing up some of my better champs more seriously, and then I haven't like had the time to re-gear all my faction war guys properly. It's fast enough, and then so I don't really think twice about it. Like clearly, like I'm super optimized because I was using Vergus with Rhodos against Scarab. Like I just don't, some stuff I don't care too much about. And yeah, like I usually play this stuff in the background while I'm doing like stuff like, you know, family time, you know, cooking, cleaning, or whatever, right? And then this stuff's just running in the background, so I just come back and see it like every half an hour, and it's like, oh, it's done. So I don't need to be like super optimized all the time, but I do like being optimized for sure. I booked Ragash instead of Wukong. Nice. Man, I really wish I had Ragash, to be honest. He is yeah, he performs really well. Like I have Ragash on my other account, which I don't take too seriously anymore, but he freaking pumps, man. I wish I had Ragash as a DPS option on my main account, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore because I have Taras now. But I would like one more DPS, and Ragash would be it. But maybe I'll gear my Valk to be more DPS. Use War Mother, Arbiter, Laticus, Nishak, Voga for 90 in 3 minutes. None of them need books for it to work either. Just have to rewind. Oh, 3 minutes. Yeah, my Bombo team is like, I don't know, like 40 seconds or something. But it's like a similar team, right? It's like the ally attack and then the bombs and stuff. I don't know if I booked them. I probably booked Nishak because he's just a good champion to book. Sorry, let's run this. I'm actually energy capped right now. Sorry, I'm just gonna do some of this boring stuff. I got a lot of crafting to do, so I mean, like, that's gonna be some boring stuff that's gonna happen in the background here. Oh, let's check tag team. So this is like the sequence of things that I do. Like I do something, I refresh tag team, and I do tag team. Okay. 0 DPS, 600 accuracy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I saw the idea getting tossed around, but when you hit endgame, you get 2-man all faction wars. Yeah, I mean, you know, that obviously depends on the champs you have, right? Like some of my factions are not very good. Like my dwarf faction actually is not, like I don't have a Trunda. If I had Trunda, she would like blow through the waves, but I don't have a good wave clear for some of the factions, like Barbarian's slow. Like thank God I have Turvo, but I don't have a good AoE Barbarian champion. Or that I noticed, I don't know. Look at this guy, he's got a level 40 already. High speed, 500-600 accuracy, relentless, gonna work for Monkey King. Yeah, relentless is actually a good shout. Yeah, relentless to get back to the sheep skill, I guess. Yeah. My ups for live arena are Rhonda, Ragash, and 6-star Yannicka. Interesting. Yeah, I guess if against a shield team, Yannicka would be pretty strong. I remember I had a fight against Yannicka. I underestimated her, and then she like totally kicked my ass. So I was like, shit. Mine is optimized. It isn't the one-shot team. Yeah. Mine is the one-shot team. I hate Bommel so much, man. Like, before I was like streaming or doing content on YouTube, like, man, I struggled so hard with Bommel. Like, I didn't have a champ. I didn't have Crimson Helm. I didn't have all the cheese champions. And then in the end, I had to use Templar, and then Cold Brew. Thank God for Cold Brew. He like had a tune that I never seen before for Templar, and then I was able to finally do it. And it took like, I don't know, 6 months. So basically like 2 rotations for me to get a build that worked. But I didn't have any of the solo champions, and I didn't have Volgoth. I couldn't even make a Volgoth team because I didn't have freaking Volgoth. It's so freaking sad. But that was the bane of my existence, that Bommel. Now he's just like nothing. Herndig, Jetney, Yakarl. Yeah, I do have Herndig. Yeah, that's good. I do have Yakarl, but I don't think he can. He doesn't. I had him built up pretty well, but he wasn't like super impressive like for nuking. But yeah, I do have Hern Dig. Hern Dig does do pretty well for the AOE damage. But you know, obviously you want to like do it even faster. Do you get content creator perks? Yes, I do. I do. That's why you become content creators. The true end game, in my opinion, it's like the true free to play end game is to get free perks from Plarium to play their game. That's the true free to play end game. You need a guide on him with that build. No books, no masteries. Worked out well. Nice. Volgoth is so good. Yeah, it took me 2.5 years to get my first Volgoth on my other account. By that time, Nishak was out and I didn't need him anymore. But I didn't have Volgoth to get through Bommel. So it was really tough. Toughest boss for sure for me. Or it might have been the toughest challenge in Raid so far. On that account anyways. Okay, let's see. What are we doing here? I need to do... Yeah, I need to pull... Let's pull my clan boss chest on stream. And then we'll auto through clan boss. Who's better, Nuker, Ruanis, or Royal Huntsman? I think one of them is a single target, right? I forgot which one it was. I think Ruanis is the single target one. So I think you want your Nuker. If it's your main Nuker, I think you want him to be AoE based. Yeah, that would be my... I don't totally remember what Huntsman does. I have to look him up. Alright, let me a sec. Give me a sec, I'll look him up. Royal Huntsman. Increase attack, decrease defense, AoE, single target. I think Ruanis does not have an AoE, right? So Huntsman may be better if you only had one choice for just general nukage. He also has a single target smack here. But I mean, both of them aren't like super insane champions. Might be better to look for another legendary to commit to. Okay, let's pull my stuff. How's your Ramontu built? I just got around to building mine for CVC. Mine has a resistance. I never showed my Ramontu build, but my Ramontu is fast, has accuracy, and resistance. So the resistance is to resist the polymorph. And I honestly don't use him that much. Because I find Kymar to be better if I needed a debuffer. But I can show my Ramontu here. He's not in my best gear or anything like that, but I basically like geared him to test him out, and I think he works pretty well in the build that I have him. Of course, it's mainly for live arena, right? He's not optimized with like a specific team. He's optimized just for live arena. Ramontu. Yeah, so this is my Ramontu. He's decent speed. He has some resistance to resist sheep on like lower accuracy champions. Like you don't expect the Duchess to have like 500 accuracy, for example. You don't expect CSV to have 500 accuracy, so he will never get sheep by those champions. So yeah, that's kind of how I build it. I think it works. 400 accuracy I think is enough for most champions. But he will run into some accuracy check champions that will have 500 resistance that, you know, will resist his strip. So he's not going to be like the best, but I also don't have him fully geared out in my best gear. So My Kymar. Here's my Kymar is a similar idea. He has a bit more resistance, similar accuracy, similar speed. He's speed tuned for like all my dungeon stuff, so that's a big problem. And same thing, he's not in my best gear or anything like that, but similar use in live arena. But it's like a build that I use for all dungeons as well. Yeah, what was I doing? Okay, so I pulled on my chest. So I play two, like I said, I play 2 accounts, both accounts free to play. Basically, it's just like a habit to play both accounts. Well, content creator / streamer luck. Hey, do you guys get this many sacreds? I don't know, man. It's just so many sacreds, What? You guys mean you guys don't get sacreds every chest? Really? Is the CBC up? Yes, it is. It is up. Got crazy luck today. 2 sacreds, 3 voids, and a Lego. Wow. Wow. Congrats. That's really nice. When you start seeing those purple shards start popping out, it's like, yes, give it to me. Not that long ago, I got a sacred and a legendary totem in both chests. Nice. That's like a 1 in 1,000 or something chance. Pair that with like a 6-star legendary piece. Yeah, both clan boss teams I use Myth-Fu. Generally crappy luck. Okay, so Doom Tower. Sorry guys, I know this is the boring stuff, right? Okay, let's farm Scarab King. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. Okay, so this is my Dark Fade team. It is what it is. You could not use Lysandra. You could use something else. You could use another allure. You could use Kimmy. You could use all sorts of stuff. You don't necessarily need Lysandra, but this is kind of where she's pretty good in. And I do have this decently optimized. So here's my other team on my other account, double allure with Deacon. Basically similar, right? You don't need Herndig. You could run like another Roll Guard, for example, or Cold Heart. Razovarg, yeah. I should look into using Razovarg more because mine is pretty geared out on this account because I use him for Fire Knight 10. Should find more teams with him. He's a pretty good champ. Here last, Clan UNMNM, 4 sacreds. Yo, man. Yo, I need some of that. I need some of that normal player luck. They definitely nerfed my luck after becoming a content creator. No, I can't complain about my luck. I try not to complain about my luck anymore. Like on one account, on my first account, my luck has not been super great. I struggled on my first account for a long time. Like I didn't have anything impactful for like the first 6 months of my account. But for my second account, which I now main, my first legendary was actually Duchess, and I pulled her out of an ancient shard. Maybe in like 6 weeks into the game, and after that obviously the game's over. After you pull Duchess, the game's over. And then obviously we see the state of that account now. It has basically everything, and as a free-to-play account, it's probably the strongest free-to-play account in the game. Like I'm pretty confident it is probably the strongest free-to-play account in the game. Like I'd be very surprised if someone has something stronger. If not, yeah, just saying, like in terms of overall luck. So I'm never going to complain about my luck. It's not fair to people if you have obviously good luck and then you complain about your luck. And then I hear people that don't get sacreds and books from their clan boss chests for like weeks, and it's just like, man, how is that possible? Like for me, I've never experienced such a drought. It seems like I always hit at least the average amount of sacreds and legendary books, but of course people exaggerate too. So it's like, people say that, but they forget Rotos. Rotos had people deleting videos off of YouTube because they were so wrong. I find those fun. Those are fun though. When you look back at your, your bad videos or your bad hot takes, I think those are fun. Razovarg has to be one of the most underrated fusions out there. I think it was kind of hyped up. I think he was kind of hyped up, right? Because like when he was first out, there was a bug with him which made him like insanely strong, and then he got nerfed like pretty quick. But he was already released and then got nerfed, and then kind of like people brushed him away. But I think people were kind of hammed up about him a little bit. I think there's more underrated champs in the history of more underrated fusions in the history of this game. I did make a video on like all fusions, like, and then which ones were under and overrated that I felt, and there was a couple that were underrated and overrated. That was kind of interesting to see when you like reflect back on all the fusions in the past. Droughts happen. Yeah, droughts do happen, but it's kind of like, you're just hitting against against the odds, right? It's just feels so bad. It's like, how's that like, it's possible, but it's like, man, that's so bad. Like 3 weeks without a sacred or a legendary book, but your expected average is like 10 of each, like a month. Like, man, how do you go weeks without one? You regret rolling for the rabbit. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have any use for a rabbit either until Fire Knight, so yeah, like I said, I go for all fusions if possible. It has been years since I noticed a major drought. Yeah. You skipped the bunny because of the constraint. Yeah, it was, I believe, a traditional fusion. It was not easy to get. Not that fuss. I don't see him being too insane. No, he's not too insane, and he's replaceable in Fire Knight, so. He brings the speed up, which is the big one. The speed up is the big one. So yeah, finding the speed up is kind of tough, actually. Razovar is not that game change for endgame players. He wasn't like a nut or Brogni level. It won't hype him up. Do you feel that CCs hype up champions like excessively? I don't know. I've been hearing that too, that CCs kind of mislead based on the amount of hype, but maybe it's like people that are too easily misled, because you can say a champ is good without hyping him up. I don't know. That's how I feel. Oh, sorry, I missed a comment about Razovarg plus Sun Wukong. I guess Razovarg for accuracy up into Sun Wukong. I guess you could use Kimmy. Yeah, why not? I mean, if you use Kimmy or Razovarg, you risk getting sheeped. That's the thing. Because Kimmy drops, a decent amount of debuffs, so she probably gets sheeped right away. Same thing with Razovarg. Razovarg also places accuracy. What does he place? Accuracy plus speed up. So maybe he doesn't get sheeped. So maybe Razovarg is the better champion. I'm not sure. Like, what would you use Razovarg for? For damage, I guess? I mean, arena teams nowadays, like, you just don't have a lot of space, like slots for champs. Hard to say. I don't want to make any early predictions on what the meta will be. I think Sun Wukong could even be played defensively, to be honest. Like maybe even in some defenses as the sole nuker. Maybe. Depends on the CC. Hype generates revenue. Like Wukong is good, but not busted. Yeah, you know, like Wukong's not going to be impactful for most players. That's the thing. Like for early game players, it's not going to be that impactful. Like he has a decent AoE. I think it's like 3.8 or 3.9, which is like not insane at all. But his AoE does bring like block buffs and the strip, which is not strip, it was a steal, which is better than a strip. But that's really good. But as a nuker, like he's probably not going to be able to like nuke super hard with his AoE. But anyways, like he'll be a decent utility champ for early game, but he won't be like game changing. For late game, he's another arena tool, which is good. But I don't know. That's hard to say. Yeah, it's tough to balance like honest opinion versus hype. You know what I mean? It's like I find it very difficult to hype up this new fusion. Like personally, like from a CC standpoint, like my honest opinion is that he has a good kit, solid champ, but he's not gonna be super great. You know what I mean? Like he's fine, but he's not like insane, and he's not gonna be game changing for most people. Like even for like a new player where you're more worried about clan boss, he's not even gonna be that good because he's worse than Jarag, right? And you're not worried about Hydra that much as a brand new player, and arguably Visix is better, so you can't get too excited. You think Emek is more underrated than the Rabbit? He was only hyped for clan boss and he's underrated in arena. Yeah, I think Emek is yeah, when I saw Emek I was like, yo, this guy has a unique kit. And I find that champs with unique kits always find ways to get into the game because that's all they do, right? And then one day, like, yeah, I think one day Emek will be very good. Like there'll be a way to use him in a very interesting way. Go second Sunwoo. Yeah, I was thinking like maybe there might be a chance that he's playable as a defensive nuker, or at least a defensive stall champion. Might be interesting, but we'll see. The problem with like defense right now is like you basically play like a lockout into any defense and then you just hammer them away most of the time. So if Sun Wukong gets locked out, then it's kind of over, right? So that's kind of like, yeah, any defense has to worry about lockouts and stuff. You're super excited to skip the fusion. You need a fusion break. I find it hard to like skip fragment fusions because like, you know, I kind of just follow events. So I grind like rewards and stuff, and events kind of dictate what I do most of the time. So if I'm like, you know, grinding an event, if I'm close to like fragments, you know, I'll probably just end up going for it. And then once you're committed, then you commit to the rest, and then that's it. I don't know. I find fragments just kind of, you just kind of do it without really thinking. But I get that definitely if you're low on shards, then that's going to be a conscious thing that you have to manage. Your end game, looking for specific arena champs. I don't have Necrit, so I'm considering him just for ally protection. Yeah. The thing is he needs a turn. If you need to consider Necrit, consider Goffred from the Dwarf faction. His passive basically gives you a free death, which is actually quite good. He's sneakily underrated, Goffred. If you guys look him up, he has a passive that basically puts block damage on the first champion that dies. And it's, you know, it's on a cooldown or whatever. He brings an AoE stun. He has increased defense, so he's actually he works with like Harma and stuff like that. So he's actually decent as like champions that protect your champions in a go second team. So definitely look into that. He doesn't need books, by the way, so you can definitely just slot him in and just try him out. But he's sneakily good. I use him in my other account because I have him there, and I don't have Necrit. But eventually Necrit will lose some value because of 9-piece stone skin, or sorry, 4-piece stone skin plus 4-piece lethal or savage. So you can build like your nukers with stone skin. So you eventually Necrit will lose his value, I think. Some value. Build him for Harama support? Yeah, why not? He blew all my shards. Hopefully we'll be able to grind events, tourneys, and go from there. Yeah, the problem is like the events are going up, and we all see that, right? The events are definitely increasing in cost. I'm curious what they will do with this fragment one. If they will go back down a little bit because it's a fragment, he's kind of average. Whether they would go back down or continue going up. Because we had Nut, which was like all-time high for like numbers, and then we had Emic, which kind of brought it down-ish a little bit, but like the way the tournaments were structured, it was like a little bit different, especially with that middle summon rush, so 2 summon rush. I think that helped a little bit, helped a lot of people. But yeah, the values were a little bit different. Mithrala isn't always cutting it. Mithrala, yeah, Mithrala with Harma is solid. But yeah, you definitely need something else. Really strong reviver, just in case Harma gets sniped. People are like are getting more familiar with how to deal with Harma. Harma is a pain in the ass sometimes. Like I'd rather deal with somebody else than Harma sometimes. Like it's pretty often. Conference event was one of the coolest ones as well. 2x ancient guaranteed. Yes, that was a nice event. Yeah, I think he was like 140 shards, ancient shards. Super worth it. Oh, 20 Mishinaki. Damn. What I have here. Damn. I have to pass, I think. I have to pass. Mishinaki would help my Hydra damage, I think, but I want to save up some of my my blood stuff. They flipped turn attacks. When they first implemented it was great because the point efficiency was greater for higher, but the points were ridiculous and UDK. Yeah, they know now. Like they kind of know like the range. So the first ones they did was like a test, right? So they tested how it went, and now they know. They know what people can do, and they're charging people accordingly now. That's kind of how they do it, right? If we see like one good event, and we know it's like a feeler, and then if we like smash it, wow, that's some crazy thunder happening. Holy shit. But yeah, we really need increased speed, increased defense. With Harma, I ban her. The image the damage reduction is broken. Yeah, just you know, Sifi. Increase speed, increase defense. Just pull a Sifi. It's easy, guys. Turbo is great versus her in classic, but live Turbo is hard to use. Yeah, I do use Turbo quite a bit in my platinum pushing teams, but he doesn't get too used in live arena. Obvious reasons. I think turn attack is an attempt to kill solo farming during tournaments. Maybe. I think turn attack is more for. I think turn attack is like is an attempt to make you optimize teams, so invest more into your dungeons. To yeah, like, and we know that like more optimized teams means like you have to look for specific champs, which means people pull shards. So I think that's what they're trying to get at. But solo farming also makes sense. Honestly, I still solo farm in turn attack, but I probably need to consider not doing that just because the energy spend is quite high. What is the most efficient use of energy this CVC besides Spider? A tag team arena is the most point efficient per energy. So for like one tag team bag, I get 7,700 points. Like, yeah, it's super efficient. So for one energy refill for a spider, you're getting 6.5 runs at 400 points. So 6.5, 400. So you're getting like 2,600 points. So you're getting like a third of what the tag team bag is worth. So yeah, it's, but like I'm in gold 4, but even if you're in gold, you're still gonna get pretty efficient. You're still gonna get better efficiency for points per gems. But at a certain point, you can't do tag team anymore, so that's why like spider is worth so much more, because it's like basically, you know, you can just keep doing it. It's also quick, and it also gives you silver and all that stuff, so it's like you get more return. Tag team, you don't really get that much return. Yeah, silver 1, yeah. That's kind of the thing, like you need to push up higher in tag team for it to be super worth it. But I think even in silver 1, it might be more worth it per bag than it is for spider. I'm pretty sure it is, but I don't remember exactly how much each win is worth in silver 1 tag. But there's going to be a limit on how many tags you can do, whereas there's no real limit for spider. The other thing that's really efficient is like forge. So if you use forge, yeah, doing the forge is nice. You get extra silver, you get gear, all that stuff. So definitely look into doing some of that. Shit, I don't know if I'm gonna beat this team. Do you guys think I can beat this team? Triple Krisk, triple Duchess. I don't know if I can beat this team. I don't know if I can beat these teams, man. Like on full auto. Those guys look hungry, man. Hungry for like for like unsuspecting people. You're gonna push silver 2 this week because of Pull Warlord. Hey, congrats. He's a game changer for sure. For Arena, he's a game changer. Definitely changed my game. He's probably more important than maybe anyone, like for Arena, I think. He changes all sorts of stuff. Gives you the ability to make lots of teams good. What am I doing? Let's pull a couple shards here. Okay. Yeah, it's always good to try to push as high as you can in tag. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a pain in the ass because tag team takes a lot of time, but honestly, like, I mean, I don't know what, I think live arena takes even more time and Hydra takes even more time. Maybe I have time to build Taras after all. Alright. See here. Are we winning or losing? We're still losing? Fuck. What is this? Reflex? Crit damage. Damn, the personal rewards are freaking nice. This is gonna be a tough fight though. First meta champ pulled. Rest are fusions free. Good thing the fusions are good. Fusions have been quite good lately. Oh, or at least in the last year. Gotta go to work. Have a good day. Alright, take care, citizen. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate that. Alright, let's get the bad boy in here. Where's my bad boy? There he is. Let's get him. Yeah, I got so many chickens here. Shit. What do you guys do? Let me know in the chat. Do you guys use chickens or do you guys use champs? I'm finding that my chickens, like the scrolling is too ridiculous. Also, if I use champs, I'll like clear space, right? So recently I've been using champs But then I lose my player power. Is it that important? Is it important to use? Or should I just freaking max out my vault? Like, I have resources to max it all out, but I don't really need to. But yeah. You guys use champs or chickens? I'm curious. I don't know which is more efficient. If I need champs, I need champs. Champs during champ training and chickens when the points don't matter. Champs during champ training. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Level up champs and feed champs. Need space. I do need space. But there must be a more efficient way. Alright. I think I'll use champs this time. Hopefully none of these epics become meta epics one day. If you guys didn't know, you guys can instantly ascend people by clicking the space bar. So when you click ascend, just click the space bar and then he will instantly ascend. So he skipped some of his animation. You guys didn't know that? That's a pretty pro tip. Casually has Rotos sitting in his vault. Yeah, that's my second Rotos. So, are you gonna be streaming long enough to do next live arena with Terrace? Probably won't. Because I have to do masteries on him, and masteries will take at least an hour. So, but I'm gonna run him right now, and then I'll do my other account. How many books? 7, 10. You love just have one. Yeah, Rotos is like was a game changer for me. Like, he gave me like a nuker that actually can break a defense. So he was definitely a game changer. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, he's a game changer, Terrace. All right. I'm gonna just spam ascend. So ascensions actually give you some pretty good resource. Am I out? Yeah, ascensions give you some pretty good points. So good to save ascensions for CVC. I'm gonna use Narhorn for a Shogun 25 team, I think. Oh, live is in an hour? Yeah, maybe. I mean, it takes me a while to gear him out too, so I don't want to rush him into it. We getting into Wukong in the stream? You know what? I messed up my Wukong, but it's not the way you think. It's actually so I pull him tomorrow. So I forgot to click yesterday, but I'll pull him tomorrow. You pull for Terrace, you didn't get him. You got pull from Richka, got your third Necrit. Oh my god. Yikes. Yeah, Necrit, I mean, you know, you can use Necrit is good, right? Obviously Necrit is very strong, but fuck, that sucks. Alright, let's get his ass in there. Don't rush Terrace. That bad boy deserves your best gear. Yeah, he does. So I'm not gonna rush him. But I need to build him out like to CVC for sure. I might stream tomorrow, so if you guys are interested, yeah, just around the same time. So I might stream tomorrow. Hey, 16 seconds. So yeah, and then tomorrow I'll be building some Wukong, and then Terrace will be built, and then we'll probably mess around with them. Molly's pretty clutch. Yeah, she's great for Hydra. Looks like high level Sand Devil and Shogun are really efficient for CBC points this time. It is, yeah. The thing is, it's like not a lot of people can do those efficiently at level 25. Like right now I have a 24 team for Shogun that's like 15 seconds. So it kind of sucks that yeah, it kind of sucks like I don't get full points, so I'm not going to do Shogun. I can do Sand Devil, but I have lots of Sand Devil stuff, so I don't really want to do Sand Devil outside of events right now. But I have so much to do like on these accounts that I don't need to do those right now. I think mastery. Who has masteries I can use? Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's go. Oops. Sorry. Oh shoot. Oh. I thought it was a level up one. Whoops. Okay, so my dailies are done. Let's see, are my dailies? Tag team. Yeah, so my dailies are done. So I think I'm gonna do some crafting. So crafting, I just use RSL Helper. If you guys didn't know, obviously RSL Helper is just really, really good for crafting, like foraging and stuff. So basically double spider. Yeah, you only get the boost for like 20k, right? So like you do get a little bit of efficiency. But you notice that I haven't really spent any energy farming any dungeons yet. I want to do the masteries for sure, but it's not the most efficient. And then I'll be spending energy doing dungeons, like mainly when I'm away from the computer. But right now when I'm here at the computer, I don't really want to do too much of the automated dungeon farming. One more Necrit and you can make the dream meme team. Yeah, everybody ally protects everybody. You watch my Warlord guide, thank you for watching. Super helpful because there aren't many vids that came out lately, especially since Live Arena started. Yeah, you know, like Warlord was like one of the, like I said, like he's the most impactful champion that really kickstarted my like, you know, like actually after I got Warlord I was like, hey, I'm gonna push Platinum Arena. And then like basically the first time I pushed, I got into Arena, like Platinum. And then after that I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna make YouTube videos. Because like I just kind of want to document like doing Platinum in videos. And then I was like, so basically my YouTube, like my raid career on YouTube basically started from my Warlord pull. So you could say he's the most impactful champion for me for sure. And it took me a long time to actually find a build that I was happy with. There's actually a couple builds you can build. You can build them with stone skin, obviously. You can build them slow. You can build them slower. You can build them faster. You can build them lower accuracy, higher accuracy, and then yeah. So for me, like I have like a kind of a generalist warlord, but he's good in all areas, and he has my best gear for sure. Best speed accuracy gear, anyways. And in live arena, he surprises and he wins fights by himself, honestly. So yeah. But obviously super lucky to get him, right? And very grateful. I was doing this ice golem tournament, and then I was like, why am I getting 20 points, 17 points? I'm like, what the hell happened? I thought it was turn attack, and then but it's actually just a normal tournament. It actually kind of sucks. I'm gonna stop doing it. Okay, so for this account, I'm gonna do some foraging. Let's burn the I usually burn my resilience gear. Sorry. FPS. So, and then we'll just chill and chat with chat. Let's see here. You're never happy with your Yumiko build. How's your Yumiko build? Too slow will always trigger me, and getting resisted will trigger me. Do you have a Yumiko? I don't have a Yumiko. Yeah. Facing Warlord Yumiko without having them in live arena is so painful, but I have been using Candy a lot more against them, and he's a beast. Yep. That's one way to beat him up, right? You use the strong A1s. Another champion that's actually really good with a really strong A1 is actually Arix. Arix is like a Doom Tower champion that everyone gets. She has a really good A1, and she has like a strip as well on her A1. I would say she's pretty, I don't know about underrated, but she's seldom used, but she's definitely very strong against lockouts. Ragosh is actually a decent lockout champion as well. He has a double hit A1, and his A1 hits pretty good, and his A1 buffs himself, so that's another thing too. So that's another good champion to use. Obviously the usual suspects like Georgid, and Georgid's very good even locked out. Rotos is still pretty good. Did you do your bolster pieces yet? No, I haven't, because I don't get my legendary material until the last day, or you know, the last milestone, and I don't think I'm there yet. I haven't checked, but I don't think I'm there yet. .360 speed? You have a 360 speed Yumiko with 660 accuracy? I wouldn't want to face that, man. That's better than my Warlord, man. And my Warlord's already really good, like for live arena. Oh, Arix is a login champ. Is she? Really? I think it's a Doom Tower champ, is it? I don't know. I don't remember. So Emek and Bolster is actually really good into Warlord. He resets, then gets his cooldown decreased, so you break out of the cycle. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't found like, I'm still leveling up my Emek. I don't know if I'm gonna rush him. He might not be my next champion to book. Like I said, I'm getting kind of low on books, so I want to be extra careful about what I want to book. But he does seem interesting. I can see him having some applications that are not found yet. But Bolster sounds fine. Stone Skin also sounds fine. But yeah. Ragosh is great with Terrace and Necrit. You didn't buy the Forge Pass. I'm free to play. I'm free to play, so I don't spend money in the game. After 3 years, you can get her. Yeah, sorry, I you know, but Arix is one of those like champions that everyone will get, and she's actually quite decent. Yumiko into Emek, it's amazing. Awesome for Platinum Live. Bolster, okay. I like Bolster so you can make use of his passive without being fast. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Bolster makes sense actually. Like, I don't have many Bolster pieces. I have one usable set on each account, and people think I'm hacking or I paid they think I paid for the Forge Pass because I have one usable set. But you get chances and you have ores, so you can make usable sets. I don't have like insane pieces, but they're usable. No. I'm completely free to play. Zero spend. Never spent $1 So yeah, Sheeny I think spent like 1,500 back in the day. He's been playing for over 4 years, right? So he probably paid money in the first year or two. I don't know exactly, but I recall him saying about 1,500 spent. I haven't spent anything in this game, so. Yeah, I don't know if he still pays. I don't know if he still buys anything. That's the thing. Um, but yeah, he's free to play now, of course. But we all know that money goes the longest in the beginning of the game, and then it does nothing late in the game unless you spend a ton of money. But ultimately, money replaces time, right? So if you don't have time to play the game, then money is a easy way to cover some of that, right? Like if you don't have time to finish fusions, then just spend money. You can finish fusions with money. Shards, so you need a shit ton of money to get shards, and then obviously you need luck, right? You need to pull shards at the right time, right events, give yourself the best odds, and then you need some luck, of course. So basically, free to play is not a thing. True, that's true. We'll go call them low spend, or recovering spender, or free to play since. You got some great luck? Yeah. I was saying I probably have the strongest free to play account in the whole game. And I'm pretty confident to say that. Like just gear, champs, everything. Gear, champs, progression. Probably the strongest free to play account in the whole game. I've yet to see a stronger account. And yeah, I would be happy to see, I would be amazed to see a stronger account than my own. But obviously I'm biased, but I've yet to see somebody with a stronger account, especially after I pulled Terrace. Like I have everything. I have everything you could want. Even if you had a paid account, you know, they're just not empowered, right? And empowerment and faction guardians and all that stuff is just, you know, time and paywall or whatever. So all these dudes clan hopped too, so add another 10k. Clan hopped? Oh, you mean like to get the gear? Oh, okay. He said he still buys Forge Pass. Yeah, the Forge Pass is a really good deal. So if you guys are low spenders, definitely Forge Pass. You get all like a lot of high-end resources for a very low price. And obviously like gem pack is useful. Although like gems aren't going very far nowadays, so but gem packs are very useful. You spend $50 a month max. I think the key with spending in this game is set yourself a limit, because it's very easy to get into that rabbit hole of spending money. And you know that once you have like a bad day, you can spend a shit ton of money in this game and not get anything. So it's good to set a limit and then have like, you know, slow drip, and then you kind of feel like, okay, you have like your boundaries, right? Like for me, like personally, like it's kind of easy to play as free to play because it's like I'm not going to spend anything. That's my boundary. Like I don't spend anything. It's not like I have $10, I'm going to spend $10. I just don't spend anything. That's my boundary. So it's very easy for me to maintain free to play, because if I ever spend, then I no longer am free to play. You know, simple, right? So no, I don't think Airbat has he's a good free to play player, and he has a good account, but I don't think his account is up to my account. Like with all due respect, I don't think it's at that level. Yeah, you know, like I think he's adverse to spending resources outside of maximum efficiency. You have to realize that like you can't hold on to resources for the sake of holding on to resources. You have to improve your account, and that's how you progress in this game. For him, he has more shards than me, but it's because he's holding on to resources. Why? You're going to have to pull those shards at some point to progress your account. In those shards that he's holding could be 4 or 5 meta champions and it boosts his account. He's holding on to more gems than me. You could use those gems to farm gear. Again, progressive his account. Why are you holding on to all these resources? Why? There's no point. At some point, you need to use them to progress your account. You can hold on to resources for events, that makes sense, but you don't need 3-4 times the amount. Like, you don't need 500 ancient shards. You don't need like 300 void shards. You don't need like, 50, 100 sacred shards. Why? Right? That's my thinking. So I don't mind using them. I have lots too, and I understand the thinking of saving them and using them at the right time. But the right time probably passed him many times, and he probably never pulled. And he never commits the resources to farm gear or whatever, right? Because it's not efficient. Why would you farm gear, or why would you farm Shogun, or why would you farm Iron Twins? Like, all that stuff progresses your account. So there's a lot of things that go into it. And the thing is, when you're free to play, you need time, right? You need to commit to these things to progress your account, and it takes time. So the fact that he didn't commit to those things for a long time puts his account way back. Just saying, with all due respect. Ken Patchy, I think he is an excellent. He has excellent like PvP experience as well. So he's definitely focused on PvP, which obviously pushes him to push his own account. But he's not. I believe he's not fully free to play. That's the knock against Ken Patchy, is that I believe he said he spent $10 like way back in the day. So he's not 100% free to play, but basically free to play. But basically free to play doesn't exist. So he's not free to play. All comes down to champ pulls. Yeah, 100%. And like, I'm saying like I got super lucky on my account, right? Over and over and over again. Forge Pass, Gem Pack are only purchases I ever considered in this game. Still free to play up to 12 months. Yeah, good. Yeah, hold on to it, man. Like, you don't need those things. It just takes you longer. That's it. This game is making you forget that line. People forget that Airbad was at the top of the leaderboards pushing Doom Tower like he was being Kraken. It's not just other free-to-play players. He just doesn't focus on Arena. Yeah, I know he's very interested in like optimizing his stuff. Optimizing efficiency, right? And like, there's some people that are going to be better at like finding efficiencies in this game. There's some people that would be better at theory crafting and all that stuff too, right? Like, I don't think like, I'm not saying like I'm the best player, in any of these regards. I'm just saying the account that I have is built probably stronger than any other free-to-play account. Shogun and Sand Devil really enhanced my gear as a low spinner. Yeah. Initially, people thought Shogun, like Sand Devil, was going to be kind of useless and only for Krakens. But now people are finding that it's easier to enhance your gear, guaranteed, than it is to farm new gear. Makes sense, right? Best blessing for UDK? I think it's still sheep. Yeah, still probably sheep. That's what I tell people: not spending the resources and opportunity cost loss. You get more the earlier spend. Unspent is rapidly losing value. Exactly. Thank you. That's 100% what I'm trying to say. Ken farm Bommel like 3 months ago. His resistance gear is insane, but it's useless. His DPS is shit. Slow AF. I did see his resistance champions. It is impressive for a free to play to have that level of resistance, but yeah. And somebody said he did pull Sifi and Harma recently, so that's going to transform some of his teams up. So I think he's good. He has definitely. I like his stuff. But you have used raid money before. Yes, I've used raid money on one account. I used raid money on one account, my first account. So this account, the account that is luckier, has better pulls, better gear, and is the better account, is zero spend, zero anything. There is no dollar inserted into anything. So on this account, which is my original account, this is the one that I took the sponsorship deal from Raid to make, and then they provided me $100 to spend in game during my sponsorship deal, which I used because I never thought, and I used it really poorly because I never thought I would play this game ever after my streaming contract. So I do have $100 in transactions in this account. But this account, the one with all the good luck, has zero transactional history. It's confirmed, and confirmed by Plarium. I have the screenshots and stuff. So I was going to make a video that would basically like 100% validate my free-to-play status, because a lot of people question it, because obviously like I have so many meta champions and gear, and I have a forge, you know, I have like bolster gear or whatever, and then you know. Hey Dev, what's up, man? What is your shard saving mentality? I basically save for like in the beginning I save for 2x, I save for fusions. Nowadays I will definitely try my luck on 10x. So I've been trying more 10x in the last year or so. Basically after the 2x, getting epics and stuff was no longer necessary, because we all know that 2x gives you more epics, fills out your roster and stuff like that, helps you finish faction wars. But I started trying more 10x, but essentially I basically only pull for fusions, and since I do all fusions, I do consistent pulls. But yeah, and then obviously you want to get the high value, try to save for like high value events like guarantees and +1 1+1s. 1+1s are really nice. And you know, like I have some gamble, right? Like you gotta have some gamble. You gotta have some gamble. We call his C-fee slow fee. Oh my god. Didn't know which account was that. Yeah, it's, you know, because I play both, and sometimes it's, I don't want to clarify in every video or something, but since we have like an audience for stream, I don't mind clarifying. But I'll eventually make a video to highlight this account, maybe after when Terrace is done. All right, Khalib, thanks for hanging out, man. Take care, man. Thanks for hanging out in chat. Yeah, see you next time. 1+1s are the best. Yeah, 1+1 is super value. Yeah, Matt. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Happy to clarify. Are they even doing guarantees anymore? Been saving 150 ancients and secret shards in hopes of a Necmo event. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna give Necmo anymore. I mean, Necmo was like, you know, when they gave them out for free sacred, it's just like, yeah, you know, that was too heavy. Like this is my shard count, like 200, 100. Like I can do a guarantee if it pops up, and that's generally what I like to stay around. And this was after like all the events that we just had last week. I did pull 60 void shards to max out the summon event, try to get Terras on my other account. But this is, yeah, I personally, we don't hear anything about the guarantee events, the shard events. They don't like to give too much info about that. I think they're definitely staying away from those high value events. And if they're going to use the high value event, it's going to be during times where it's advantageous for them. So I was expecting maybe if it wasn't CBC week today, I was thinking they would probably do like maybe like a 1+1 for like one of the shards, or maybe even like a void guarantee, because we just had like a 2x plus a 10x Terras Marishka, and then if you throw like a void guarantee right after all that, that would get people to open their wallets for sure. But they don't really provide any info in advance, so I can't really help you guys out there. But I think 150 might not be enough nowadays for ancients, because the last ancient they did was 180. And then 20 sacreds is probably needed now, because the last sacred, I think, last guaranteed sacred was, I believe, 20. We'll be streaming more live arena now that you have Terrace. It's hard to stream, but maybe I will record some more fights. Like, I still kind of do live arena like off camera, but yeah, I find it like sometimes like it's hard to like make things super interesting. It's like, oh, I use the same champs, you know, I do the same things. Like, it's kind of fun to like have fun fights. So like, but if I want to grind efficiently, then I have to use my best champs all the time. And you know, some people don't like to see that, right? So like, I don't know. But I'm not gonna just do like random shit just for content, because you know, the thing with me is that I play this game like hard, right? I still play the game pretty hard, and I still make content for the game. But I wanted to make content that's like somewhat interesting sometimes and relevant to what I'm doing, and not just make content for the sake of making content. So that's why like I don't upload all my live arena stuff anymore, because I think it's you know, people are losing interest in live arena for sure. And then if my live arena stuff is not interesting, then yeah. But I think with Terrace, I'll definitely do at least, you know, a couple of videos just for fun, because he's gonna be super fun, just blasting people and stuff. But we'll see. He probably gets banned all the time anyways. Still can't believe your 1+1 has to be one of the best ever. Yeah, we did Tio and Nut on the 1+1. No, I think 1+1, the best one's gotta be like Kymar Duchess or something, you know, like Kymar Duchess together on a 1+1 is probably the most insane. Somebody's probably got that somewhere. Can Raid demote you to tier 1 reward after you went to tier 2? I'm still tier 1 right now, and they can definitely demote. They can definitely do whatever they want. They can kick me out if they want, for any reason they deem reasonable, right? They can kick me out. See, like, this account is actually kind of hard to like. So what do I want to do? I have books, but I don't really want to book out any of these champions. Like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, I'm not gonna use Morgaine. Like, I'm just gonna do finish off my forging. Look at this. You guys see this? Look how many rank charms I have. And this is like using my shit, man. Like, I have 1,000 rank charms. Like, oh, I have lethal gear. Alright. Crit rate. Want to say that I don't want people to think that they should just YOLO, just need to maximize when to pull. Yeah, exactly. No, I agree. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. It's like holding on to resources is just opportunity loss. Like you said, like you're basically giving up a chance to increase your account strength, whether it be a lucky pull, whether it be resources acquired. You know, you could be just farming gear. Like, I have almost 1 billion silver. Like, I've surpassed 1 billion silver on both my accounts. Like, if you can show me my account level, like strength of account plus 1 billion silver in the bank plus a full inventory of gear, you know what I mean? Like, I have like unlimited, like insane amount, not unlimited, sorry, I have like insane amounts of resources on my accounts. And that's just from like using resources efficiently at the right time instead of like hoarding resources. But you know, like, that's the way I play. I'm not gonna try to force anyone to like play that way, but yeah. Elbow was 20. Yeah, I remember that. Mishnaki was 20 as well. Duchess and a walking tomb dragon. I mean, Duchess plus anything is like almost best, I think. Duchess Harima, yeah, that would be really insane. That would be really insane. Start using them? Yeah, I'm gonna use them on perception for sure. Okay, let's see what we got here. 5-star. Fuck. Okay, this one has a chance. Maybe I'll keep that. Maybe if I quad one of these. I have to keep the gloves just to use ore. This one, maybe if I quad, it's kind of dead. 5-star gear is just done for me. Like, this is just bad too. Maybe if I triple, and then this can be usable for terrace. Oh wait, this account doesn't have terrace. Yeah. Hey Flapjack, how are you, man? Welcome. 1400 points, pretty nice. I gotta keep. I'm gonna keep any 6-star epic glove, 5-star boot. Maybe if I quad. If I quad this, it's actually not bad. It has attack percentage too. Yeah, definitely keep that one. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice too. Max crit rate. Okay, not bad. You have so many good champions. You can do champion spotlight, and I think people really like this type of video. Yeah, I try to do some spotlight videos. I find that it's not relatable for most people, and I think that's why people don't really like it, because it's like, oh, this guy has such, you know, building his champs like this. I don't have this gear, and yeah, I don't know. Try my best, but I believe the only PvP guarantee they did was Candy. That was a gift, man. Candrafon for 150 was a gift. But definitely I'll do more some spotlight videos if I find like an interesting champion that I'm currently using. Like like it's kind of hard to use a champion where he has one role in one team. Like for example, like Razovarg, like I only use him for Fire Knight, and it's kind of like, oh, I only use him for Fire Knight, but of course he's good everywhere. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe a triple. This one's pretty bad. Triple would give me 19 crit rate. I mean, such a long shot. Weapon too. Have to keep the chest. Any chest I would roll to 12 and then ascend and then try to hit the ore on it. All right. Gear will scale. People should know that. Yeah, it's tough. Some people don't. Some people just being like, oh well, he makes the content look easy because of gear or whatever, and it's just like, yeah, I don't like moving my, like for example, I don't like moving my best gear onto my champion just for a showcase, for example. You done? No, damn it. And I don't like gearing down to be, you know, to show more relevant gear levels. I don't know, just my own thing. Okay, so I need to finish off his masteries. Okay. You love your candy? Yeah, I actually use Candrafon as my 4th DPS for live arena. 4th or 5th. Like I think Rhonda may be my 4th, but I find Candrafon a little bit more useful than Rhonda sometimes. Okay, perception gear. Let's go. What charm would you guys use for perception? Would you guys use accuracy charm? And would you guys use any of these type charms? What do you guys think? People focus too much on quantity of stats rather than the quality of the stat prioritization. Quantity of stat, quality of prioritization. It's hard, right? Like if we had like perfect gear, if we had perfect gear and choices, then there's certain things that people would probably do a lot differently. But we kind of make do with what we have, and then sometimes it doesn't end up perfect. But the optimizer definitely helps. You've been enjoying my live arena videos? It's your sinister laugh. Yeah. My laugh comes from, yeah. Yeah, I'll do more live arena. Also, like, I haven't been doing a lot of fights in live arena in general because the schedule just doesn't work. Like usually I'm like half asleep when I do my live arena videos because it's so late, and it's the only schedule I can like get any fights in. So lately I just haven't been up that late to do recordings. Who's your most powerful champion? This guy that's getting mastered right now. He's gonna be my most powerful champion probably. Accuracy probably. Speed is safe for better sets. Yeah, I think accuracy. You don't use anything on perception. With boots. Speed charms with chest. Accuracy charms with boots. If I had unlimited amount of charms, I'd use speed. Yeah. If I had unlimited amount of charms, look at this sad 10 speed glyph. Yeah, I think boots might be the play here. Although getting like a bunch of unusable boots would really suck. I don't know, 700 pieces. Let's go. Let's see what we get. Man, 1500 points is super nice. Yeah, my perception. Ooh. You know, like a res triple speed can be kind of nice. You got good substats here. I don't know. Could be useful. Or maybe Mithrala or something. My perception gear threshold is pretty high. Like I'm looking for a 6-star epic or above, or 6-star legendary with speed. Then I can try to roll to get like my arbiter faster. My arbiter actually runs like a quad and a triple on this account. So if I can get a quad on the glove, then it would be an upgrade. So can't make it, you can't use it faster than you can get it, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get some good pieces. Yeah. You know, I craft like a lot too, right? Like I definitely craft a lot, but I've been saving the crafts in the last couple CVCs because we haven't required like extra points or anything like that, so I've been like just saving it. But you can see like how much silver you can make, right? Pretty obvious from Forge. And you can make points really quick from Forge as well. And the only reason I'm individually deleting these is because I don't have stash space. So if I let this go to overflow, it's just gonna take way more time later. So 6-star boot. You know, if this quads accuracy, it might be useful, maybe, in like the slow nuker meta. Oh shoot, I need to do auto refill. But not gonna waste any resources trying to flip that boot. Nope. Yeah, same idea here. Like this can be good. Like would you guys bother keeping this to try to roll a quad? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah. If this was 6-star, I'd keep it, of course. Yeah, good amount of points. And this is like where I get a lot of my silver too, right? So you guys are strapped on silver. Make sure you guys do your faction wars and stuff like that. And then you get resources and then you spend them, you know, during CVC, right? Like, yeah, during CVC, like I probably make like 20-30 million just from forging. One day maybe they'll come out with 4-star only arena mode, then everyone will wish they had all the flat stats gear they sold. I wouldn't mind seeing some more restrictions on live arena, but maybe in the future they might. It's kind of fun. Like you could have like a tournament, like a live arena tournament. Actually, you know what? Like why wouldn't you do like a live arena tournament? They do like regular tournaments for regular arena. Why wouldn't you do live arena tournaments? I think they might. Like after a couple months, once everything like settles down for live arena, you know, start adding those tournaments. Like this is a good chest, right? Like if you double roll speed, it's a good chest for like a lot of accounts. But like for me, I have so many double roll accuracy chests. This one actually like could be okay, but more restrictions would lead to more creativity. Yeah, I think so. People naturally will look for a way. But yeah, I think they could spice it up. I'm gonna keep this one. So like I don't have many 6-star ascended boots with accuracy. So if I roll double accuracy with ascended speed, this would be my best speed boot. So I'm gonna keep that. The ascensions definitely make you keep a little bit more gear. Live has a lot of potential. I was hoping live would have its own hub where you could do different arena activities like friendly battles. Yeah, I think that's a little bit too much for the scope of this game, right? 2,000 points. Wow, this is nice. Ooh, defense percentage. Too bad I didn't roll speed anywhere here, but I don't know. I'm gonna take a shot on this one. Maybe I roll quad. Ooh, got speed here. Okay. Ooh, this one got speed and accuracy. This one has accuracy, but okay. Seasonal restrictions. Yeah, that would be fun. I think the general participation is not high enough. They maybe feel it's not high enough. To warrant some of this extra work, maybe. I guess I'll keep this. This is like pretty ideal for some damage dealers. Like you go triple crit rate, triple damage, triple accuracy. Can be okay. Speed, but 5-star, no thanks. Cavern, what's up, man? Welcome. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you guys are new here, welcome. Nice to have you guys here. Thanks for spending the time. Just doing some CVC stuff, so just chilling. Nothing too crazy, chatting. No accuracy here. If I roll ascended speed, no accuracy still. But, I probably dump it. It's a rare piece. Crit damage, triple speed. Not the best glove, but maybe. Definitely lacking crit damage, ascended crit damage. So I'll keep that. Yeah, I'm mainly looking for good bottom piece rolls. Catch 22, participation sucks because matchmaking sucks, but matchmaking sucks, can't get better participation. Yeah, it's true. Semi-autoplay gacha game, most of the customer base, only try hard to. Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's beyond the scope of this game, I think, to have the extra things that would make this game more engaging to like some of us. It's like, yeah, it's beyond the scope of this game. It's a mobile game, right? Like most people can't even like optimize dungeon teams, you know what I mean? Like let alone like build champions specifically for one format and pair them with other champions specifically for one format with restrictions on top. like people will not be able to do that. So like yeah. It is what it is. Only the real tryhards will be able to do that, and it's probably less than 1,000 people in this game. Judging by Live Arena, I think. Come on, give me something good here, like perception, HP percentage perception. Would Taros use this? If I ever pulled Taros on this team, on this account? Maybe if I like quad crit. Oh, fuck. Hold on, dude. Mumble. Tryhards like us have made a mini game inside of a mobile game, basically, and the devs are like, "What the fuck do we do?" It's true. Like to me, the first mini game was like the optimizer. Like after the optimizer came out, I spent so much time just like playing around with it, like a game. The optimizer like changed the game for sure, and obviously the helper is insanely game changing once you get that going. Ooh, okay, here we go. Actually good subs. Epic piece. I need to roll gear ascend speed on it, but that's a good piece. Hey Brad, how are you? Good morning. Welcome. Luckily there are whales and krakens among the tryhards, yeah. They keep the game fed. So top row, basically I look for speed accuracy. Bottom row, I'm much more flexible with what I keep. Like this one, like you could quad accuracy and you have pretty decent subs. Max HP, max defense, good resistance. Like I'll keep this one. You see me talking about like quads a lot. Like obviously if it rolls like, I don't know, a good double, it's still good. When people made unkillable teams in Clan Boss, the community is constantly stretching the content they release to the max, so they're probably afraid to make anything with too many moving parts. Yeah, like think about the Volcanin or whatever. I've seen that champion. If you guys ever played against Volcanin, the new Bad L, right? If you guys played against them in like live arena, he actually does some scary things, man. It's like, whoa, you're like so like, you know, you steal a bunch of, you kill your own guy, and then he's like super strong, and then he has like block revive, and then it's like, yo, what the heck? How do I deal with this guy? He's interesting. He's an interesting champ. Look at this. Look at this book. I'll keep that one. But like for him, like he's one of the champions that they designed, and you know, how do you, like, he's probably gonna break the game at some point again because he has all the buffs in the game, right? Or all the debuffs or whatever. Like at some point it's gonna have some weird combination that he breaks the game. But yeah, I mean, with so many champions in the game, so many areas in the game now, like you're definitely gonna find combinations that's gonna break some content, and they can't test everything. He hits very hard, yeah, definitely. That's why I'm like, whoa, he actually does some crazy stuff. And like the block revive is very scary too, right? You actually got wrecked by Vulcanin plus Gaius. Oh, interesting. Haven't seen that guy in a long time. Are you guys doing CVC right now? Just curious. You guys must be like doing CVC and watching. Nice. Speed boot accuracy. Take that. I don't know how many pieces I roll. I think I rolled like 200 pieces already. Maybe kept like 4 boots. 4 speed boots. Kind of nice. 4 speed boots. Get some chances with the ascensions. You're doing CVC, watching, and looking for a job. In priority, right? That's your by order of importance. CVC, watching, job, by order of importance. Saw him once. It was against a bot. Oh, nice. Hit like a wet noodle. Okay. Wait, I keep this one? No. Pretty much done till reset. Nice. How many points do you guys usually average on CVC? Let me know in the comments. You going to focus on anything in particular? Shogun, Sand Devil? You know, the problem with me is that I don't have a 25 Shogun team. I have a 15-second 24 team with double nut, but I don't have a 25 team. So it's not particularly efficient for me to farm Shogun during CVC. So I can maybe build something, but I don't have really good blessings on like cold hearts and stuff, so I can't make like budget free-to-play teams. So I don't know. I'm not really sure. I probably need to do something with like ninja, like maybe like something with ninja in there, but I'm not too sure. In no order. I don't know. I might just do spider, but I don't do a lot of spider, to be honest. Most of my points come from like grinding like other stuff. Not really from books, but just from grinding normal stuff in general. Emilian, what's up, man? Welcome. You like my content, but you always speak so soft, like you have a baby next to you. I kind of do. I live in a 700 square foot apartment, and we have basically one bedroom, and I stream like right now it's like 6 a.m. but I start streaming about 3:30 a.m. so I don't really speak too loud, and when I make content it's really late in the evening, so usually I do speak a little bit softer. I'm not the hype guy. I'm not the hype guy where I basically like yell in the first 30 seconds to get everybody hyped. I hope that doesn't detract too many people. But yeah, I understand that my content is a little bit soft. But yeah. My volume is at 50. I never go above 30. Sorry, man. I try my best to speak up a little bit, but I definitely I do have a young child in my bedroom nearby, so I don't want to wake up people. And that's exactly what it is. 450 both accounts. Nice. Yeah, that's solid. That's pretty much what I aim for as well on both accounts. And I never really miss unless I fall asleep. I missed the last one. I hit like 350 and 360 is because I fell asleep. And I didn't get the last tier reward, so freaking that sucked ass, but I prefer it this way. I watch Raid with Dave just to hear his soothing ASMR voice. Yeah, sometimes like I think in general, I think being more hype probably attracts more viewers, or maybe keeps more viewers interested, especially in the beginning. Like if you're a hype man, then yeah. So definitely like being soft spoken is, or being softer, the volume is going to slow down any kind of progress on I make there, like for, you know, for retention. But it is what it is. I can't really like yell. Like I'm not even in a room. If you guys think about that, I'm not even in a room. Like my desk is like in the corner of my living room. So it's actually, I actually have a portable green screen, which is awesome, by the way. Portable green screen changed my life. And definitely improved the quality of my videos. But I basically do my content in the wide open in the living room. So that's why I can't do content with my kid and my family around. So it's too loud. So I have to do it when they're sleeping or out. And usually when they're out, I'm out with them. So it leaves basically when they're sleeping. And when they're sleeping, I can't be super loud because they're nearby. So, you know, it is what it is. But maybe it'll change in the future. But it's totally like, yeah, just lack of space and things like that, right? And it's just like, you know, it's super expensive. Like real estate here, super expensive. So it's not something that is easily changed. So yeah, usually 200K, but I'm on day 125. Yeah, 200K is really impressive for 125 days. It's all good. It's all good. It's my first time here and I love it this way. It's way more relaxing. Nice. Welcome, man. Yeah, I don't stream very often. I usually stream for CVC. And I think that's a nice like boundary because I came from Twitch. So I'm actually a Twitch partnered streamer. So if you guys know how Twitch works, like it's pretty hard to be a partnered streamer. So I had a pretty good following playing another game on Twitch. And I'm a partner streamer on Twitch, but I used to stream quite a bit. So I find that if I stream only CVC, it's kind of like, you know, it sets a boundary for me. And then yeah, that's kind of the thing. But streaming is definitely more fun. Like I like interacting with people and stuff. Like making YouTube videos is like fun, but like you don't really interact, right? So like that's why I like streaming. It's more fun for me personally. But on, like, to be honest, like streaming on Twitch, like you don't make any money for the amount of time you invest. It's more for fun. With YouTube, you definitely can make money. Like you make money off the ads, right? But to get to the point where you can make money off ads, it's incredibly difficult on YouTube. So yeah, it's tough. It's a grind, right? Like if you ask any like starting content creator or trying to make content for money, it's a big grind. Luckily, like I don't have to make full-time content for money. Like I don't do it for money, right? But for people that do it for money, it's gotta be stressful for sure. I'm in LA. No, I'm in West Coast, Canada. So prices up here are basically similar to LA, if not more, to be honest. But yeah, West Coast Canada. It allows me to focus on my job search. Good luck on your job search. I hope you find something quick. You go to max. My clan wants to drop out a T6 though, so taking it easy this time. Oh really? Yeah, I know some strategy is like we have like so I basically like I'm part of a big cluster of like 10 Ultra Nightmare clans, and then we have various CVC levels, and then I know some of our tier 6 clans they drop to tier 5 and then back into tier 6. So it's kind of interesting, you like going back and forth. Watching your Taras do 0 damage is confusing my brain. Was Hearthstone a free-to-play game? Yes, I played Hearthstone totally free-to-play. I played a format called Arena. It's basically a draft. So we get random cards and then we make the best deck, and then we accumulate resources that way. So I don't really care about my collection in Hearthstone. Like you basically build like card collection, right? But I played the game totally free-to-play, and you know, I amassed an insane amount of collection. I was one of the best Arena players in the game, like multiple #1 like world or my region, you know, multiple top 10s in different regions. But so I took the game pretty seriously, but it was like a big time sink because it required like focused effort because you're playing real time like card strategy game. Whereas like Raid, you just, you know, Raid is Raid. You play in the background, right? You know what I mean? So after I had my kid, I could no longer play Hearthstone anymore because you can't focus on a, you know, for 15-20 minutes on a specific game where every move can dictate the outcome of the game. So in Raid was a perfect game at the time because it's totally AFK. I just leave it and then, you know, you still do your thing. And I actually enjoyed Raid because it has a gear grind. I enjoy the gear grinding, like grinding for good gear, because I enjoyed playing Diablo back in the day. So yeah, it's, you know, it was just the perfect game at the right time. And then now I got sucked into it. Now it's just become a thing that I do. So Hearthstone was, yeah, one of the best in turns. Build an account. If you're skilled, you go through infinite. Yeah, so basically I was an infinite player. Yeah, one of the best players in Arena. Like, I'm not even shy about that. I was a noob clan for my first 123 days. 2 days ago, I joined a clan level 12 with stronger players, long term. Yeah, I actually made a video about one of the biggest mistakes that people do is that they don't go with a clan that matches their own progression, and it really hurts. It actually really hurts. Hurts their progression level. Of course, like, you know, loyalty and stuff is important, but ideally you join a clan that matches your own progression level, and it really helps. And especially like knowledge transfer, talking to people, because like we mostly get our knowledge from people that we interact with daily. So like if you interact with an active Discord, you assimilate the knowledge from that base, unless you actively seek it out in other areas. So like, you know, streams, YouTube, Reddit, whatever, right? Otherwise you won't gain knowledge. And then to play this game, you actually need a decent amount of knowledge, unless, you know, you get people to build your teams and then you just click start. Like, that's probably like the easiest way to like have no knowledge and be really good at this game. But usually you need some knowledge to play this game, and you get that knowledge from having a clan, right, or a Discord. But yeah, you could be in like public Discords, but you never know the credibility of some people, right? Do you still play Hearthstone? I haven't played Hearthstone too much. I'm still part of the I'm part of a team that makes ratings on cards for a app. So I still contribute there, but I don't play as much as I used to. Definitely not at the level that I used to, for sure. But in the same way, like, it's kind of like riding a bike. So I'll never be a bad arena player. But I'm never going to be totally like synced up because my meta knowledge is not there anymore. So like, for example, like I'm not going to expect certain cards to show up on like certain turns, because I don't know the meta. I don't know if that card is pick rate, like if the pick rate on that card is like 50-60%, or if it's like very rare, but you know, you can't prepare for certain scenarios. So but anyways, I don't want to get into that, but like, yeah, I'm more of a casual player now, but obviously I have like existing knowledge base. Arena was amazing back in the day. You're 6.5 average player, close to infinite. Yeah, 6.5 plus your dailies, you're infinite. You're gonna build your collection, gold, whatever, right? So it's all good. Like, and honestly, to be a 6.5% player, you're like top 5% in the world, or top 5% in that format already, or top 10%. It's really difficult to achieve that win rate already. So you feel like you're outgrowing your clan, definitely on my free to play, but even my main. Yeah, it sounds like it. I mean, if you're rolling with a 360 Yumiko with 600 plus accuracy, sounds like your roster is pretty developed. It's tough. I mean, like, you know, some of the more hardcore clans, they expect like PvP performance. So like, if I ever wanted to, like, I don't think I would ever leave my cluster. And the cluster is like one of the big reasons why I still keep playing the game, because, you know, I like the guys, I like the people in there. But if I ever wanted to leave my clan to progress in PvP, I would have to go to like Mad or another top PvP clan, and then commit more towards PvP because they have PvP expectations, right? Like, you know, you need top rankings and so forth, and it's a lot more difficult for like low spend or free to play or whatever. So I don't have those expectations on me. Like if the meta shifts and I didn't have certain meta champions, I can't just go out buy $1,000 of void shards and hope to get meta champions. So it would be, you know, kind of difficult. But yeah, it's good to find like-minded individuals. Like we had to build our tier 6 clan around that, like-minded individuals, and it was really hard. It took about a year until like the engine started running properly. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I crossed my mind to leave the clan and not commit the work to build it, but I'm glad that it ended up, you know, working out, and we built a proper T6 clan. Which app? It's called Hearth Arena. So basically, like I'm part of the team that makes the tier list scores for Hearth Arena. Hearth Arena is an overlay app for Arena only. Basically gives you suggestions on which cards to pick. Oh, thanks, Brad. Did you say you were in Sin? No, I'm part of this clan called Uncommonly Good, UNG clan. So you can see it right here. Sorry, right here. You can see we're losing right now to this clan, but it's okay. Are you the clan cluster leader? We actually don't have a de facto leader, and I never sought to be leader or anything, but I'm definitely very active in my cluster because I want to see my cluster succeed. So I don't like, you know, I can easily just like not do anything for my cluster, but I feel like somebody needs to do something because I don't want to see my cluster fail. And I don't like losing players. I don't like clans struggling. So I like to make sure that our clan is good, you know, and everybody's happy and everything. And that's just like my natural thing. So I guess I'm de facto leader, but we never like had a leader. Our last leader like left like a year ago, and he didn't really like say I'm leaving. Here's the leadership to whoever. He kind of just left, and then we started asking him for like, oh, can we get like Discord like permissions for this and this and this, and then he kind of gave me like the admin permissions. So he basically gave me like the leadership permissions, and then I've started like to branch out a little bit because I need help, because then like I said, there's like 10 Ultra Nightmare clans that need to be managed, and obviously we have a great team of leaders handling all that. So I can see that. Wasn't even paying attention. Oh yeah. Were you friends with Adgra and Merps? Yes, I know them very well. They do their own tier list for Hearth for Arena, but we do another tier list as well. And then Adwita and Merps used to work for Hearth Arena, so the same company that I work for, doing the tier list. I've been on their podcast a couple times, so we talked about Arena and stuff. I like the guys. I think we're about similar age, and then we have like similar kind of like personalities. So I think if I met them, it would be pretty fun. But yeah, like I know they have kids now, and they've fallen out of the Arena scene for a while now. But yeah, they left HA. Yeah, that was in the beginning. So yeah, I really like the guys. They're really nice. And like I said, I've been on the podcast a couple times with them about Arena. Very fun. Oh shit. Yeah, so actually I kept a decent amount of gear actually. Okay, let's see. Oh, let's see. Fortitude. You know, sometimes I just like, yeah, I have like no bolster gear, defiant gear, righteous gear. Righteous gear, I guess, is like a speed set or something. Let's burn the energy off. See, like on this account, I don't even have. Oh, Terrace is maxed. Let's go. I love this. This auto quick battle. Oh, that's awesome. Quick battle, awesome. You stopped playing Hearthstone a little while after I left F2P. Well, that's a long time ago. Did you use the same name in game in Hearthstone? Yes, Boozor. All right. What's the build for Wukong? Have you decided? I think accuracy, man. Fast accuracy. Probably in Stone Skin. I don't have. I messed up my Wukong chase. I'll show you. I messed up my Wukong. I was gonna build him today, but we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow. So, but I think it's gonna be fast accuracy. Fast accuracy Stone Skin. What do you think? What do you think? Love the quick battle. Saves an hour a day. Yeah, it's awesome, man. Unbelievable. But yeah, it's gonna be beneficial for only some people. You know what I mean? Like if you don't have a one key team, it's like nothing for you. But you know, if you have a one key team, then it's great. It's unbelievable. You Stone Skin? You gotta be. Right? It has to be Stone Skin. Cause like if it's not Stone Skin, then you're relying on him being faster than like a speed team, for example, right? I don't know. Comes from the dead so fast. Why does he need Stone Skin? I don't know. I feel like that makes sense, but maybe I'm wrong. This is the only team. Lethal with 400 accuracy. I think people will be looking for ways to counter him. I think the only way to counter him is with resistance. Or maybe block revive. So, and I think if he fails his sheep, he's gonna be like kind of neutralized. You know what I mean? If he fails his sheep debuff, he'll be mostly neutralized. So I think people might be maybe bring resistance back. So I think maybe 400 accuracy is not enough. That's what I think. But then that opens up like bringing like, you know, accuracy up champions. You need a Necrit. Block passive will block his revive. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah. It's kind of tough, right? Most teams bring a reviver. I'm pretty sure I had a displeasure of losing you before. I used to do free-to-play speedruns to legend rank on new accounts. You were above my level. Best finish was barely inside the top 200. I only did constructed play. I made legend once just for the avatar in constructed play, and this was like a long time ago. So it probably wasn't me. I play arena like 99.9% of the time. Damage Stone Skin, 400 accuracy. Yeah, I think maybe Stone Skin with accuracy. But yeah, it's hard to say. He's pretty stat hungry, but I think he definitely needs decent accuracy. Like I would give up damage for good accuracy. Yeah, like I was mentioning earlier that some people are batting the idea of no speed, no speed, full accuracy, full DPS, just using the passive to get turns. I thought that was kind of interesting, but I don't think that's viable. Tyroku ran him yesterday with accuracy. Did he use damage as well? Yeah, I think 400 would be minimum accuracy. I think 500 accuracy you're pretty safe. I think 500 accuracy you're pretty safe. Like you're not gonna build like a 600 resistance CFE. You might build a 600 resistance Duchess. Necrit won't have 600 resistance usually. And like a UDK with 600 resistance would also be unlikely, but you never know. Most likely would have been in arena doing a speedrun. Oh, I see, speedrun in 90% arena. Yeah, I played a lot of arena, so you probably ran into me if you played arena a lot or at all. But I played a lot of arena, yeah. It's also not maxed. TM, just 100. Oh, I see. Yeah. That's good. Good point. Yeah. Not maxed. No damage. It was perception. Oh, okay. Hmm. Yeah, I think damage is maybe a luxury on him. I think the accuracy would have to come first. But we'll see. Build them tomorrow. Look how much tag team. I wonder how many points I'm at right now. I haven't even checked, to be honest. Oh, you played from the beginning. I didn't play. I started playing arena pretty hardcore, maybe like 2014. I want to say 2014, and then like my peak arena was like 2018, 2018, 2017, 2018 was probably my peak. That's when I was like streaming a lot on Twitch, and then my kid was born 2020, and that's when I had to basically give up, you know, change priorities, right? So focus on kid. So on this account, I'm just gonna burn the energies because I've been capped out for a while. On the other account, I will start building terrace. Okay. Sorry, just double check. Oh, okay. And we'll check our CVC performance right now. I think I'm probably like 120,000 points, 150,000 points maybe. I haven't done any crafting on this account. I haven't spent any. The only energy I spent was on Minotaur, so. Okay, let's check CVC. 134,000. Pretty close fight. I haven't pulled Sun Wukong. Where are we losing? Most people pulled Sun Wukong here. 3 extra people. Minotaur, that's all me. Shogun. Spider. Faction Wars. Arena. Yeah, this is a big one. This is a big one because I don't think our clan performs very well in tag team. Not too many people are like super high ranked, so definitely gonna lose ground here. Gear. I guess that's leveling gear. Yeah, our clan spends the gems for the spider, but it's barely ahead. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough fight. Okay, anyways. How do you have 2,277 multi-battles? I use RSL Helper, so I use this. This is an app for PC, not an app. It's like a program. Not cheating or anything. It's community accepted. Plarium has approved it, and it basically automates your play. I never use my auto battles unless it's down, or if I'm playing on my phone or not on my PC, which never happens. So, quit around the time my daughter was born, 2018. So I feel that, yeah. Feel it, man. We feel it. Okay, let's go. Let's boot up the optimizer. Let's see what we can get. Where's my stuff? Sorry. Okay, so see. See what we can get. I hate this, by the way. I know they have to do this for mobile users, but I hate this extra click here. They should have like a toggle that allows you to leave this off. Yeah, and I don't like the I don't like not being able to see the build while it's running. Like I can pause it and check, but don't really like that either. Pretty low HP. Broken set here. I don't have a great HP banner. Kind of sucks. Yeah, no good ascended HP gear. So no ascended HP chest. Not that good. And what happened to the results here? My past results. Coming soon. Shit. Yeah, break out them ores, right? Here, let's do some crafting first so I get some more searches here. Oh, only 6. All my gears are ored up already, so I don't have any other options. Yeah, I don't have many options here. Like, these are pretty filthy, like ascended gear, like they don't really work. This is the best one I have, double crit rate with accuracy is totally useless on Taras. Yeah, none of these ascended very well. Like, look at this one, double speed. Can tell by your gear you never expected to get Taras. Yeah, breaking rotos, I know, feels bad. The only problem I have with card view is that they have to flip them. If they were already flipped, it would be fine. But Saf mentioned they're gonna add. Yeah, I imagine they'll be fixing it. Look at this glove that I have. It's such a nice glove, but it doesn't even get used by anybody. It doesn't fit into any builds. Okay. Okay, let's work on the jewelry first. Let's make sure we have the right stuff going on here. So this ring sucks. This is my best HP ring, 17%. Yep, that's it. This one, if it doubles the HP here, could be my best. That's a shame. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, so this is my only hope. Fuck. Fuck. Still kind of my best banner. I mean, this one has more defense percentage, less speed. This one has 1 extra roll in speed. Maybe this is my best HP banner. Just booked Terrace? Yeah, I booked Terrace this CBC. Yeah, he's ready to go. He just needs to be geared up. Prefers gloves that are ascended into crit damage because it's easy to crit cap with subs. Yeah, I don't have many crit capped. So this is the ring for him, unless I have a better ring here. I don't. So this is the ring for him. Feels bad, man. Banner will have to see. I mean, this is gonna come down to whichever rolls crit damage, right? Oh, so good. Oh, best. The best. Number 1. Although getting crit damage on this would be pretty nice too with the triple HP here. I'm gonna try this one because it's Rhonda anyways. Damn it. Alright. Alright, Taras, you get this one. You had a 3-star blessing waiting for him? Oh, that's nice, man. Freaking, I gotta start from 0. It's a pain in the ass. Spike a ring from the clan shop? Hey, man, I like your thinking, man. I like your style. Oh, wait a minute, clan quests. Oh man, are taken already. Look at these freaking animals, man. I totally forget about my clan quests. Look at these animals. They have picked all the good ones already. Do these guys know what I do for them? They can't even leave me a good clan quest. I'm just kidding. I don't care. It's kind of funny. Defeat spider. I think this one will I defeat? I should. Okay, let's take this one. Okay, let's take this one. Perfect. That means I'm gonna do some spider. Okay, let's listen. Oh man, 3-star chicken, that sucks. Man, there's nothing to buy here. Shit, you're right. Maybe I can spike a ring. Should have done this first. Damn it, he's Bannerlord, right? Some decent pieces actually. He's Bannerlord, so I don't get anything. View on this one, my terrace is pretty well built, but my banner sucks. Spider won't grant me some good banners, yeah. Sucks. It's okay. Honestly, I don't farm spider as much as I think people probably think I do, but so I don't have insane gear for spider. What was I doing? HP. Yeah, I didn't get anything. Final stats: 112 HP, 3k defense, 200 speed, 300 crit damage. Oh, that's nasty, man. Don't have that level. I'm not at that level. That's really good. My ascended gear is not good enough. So let's try. Okay. I think maybe trying for broken pieces might be crit damage. Let's do a crit damage gloves I have. Shit, that sucks. Maybe if I get ascended here, that would be pretty nasty. Triple HP, crit, no speed though. Why do I have this? Don't judge my gear, guys. Some stuff I keep. No HP. Although this one can be pretty strong. Fuck. This one can be strong too. Nope. Just grasping at straws right now. Ooh, HP percentage. I guess that's something. See, like, okay. This glove is so bad. I don't even know why I'm putting it in. Defense percentage, no, it's so bad. Probably just something that I had a long time ago. $16 them? Well, I'm not gonna 16 any of them. Maybe this one gets 16'd. Attack percentage. I mean, no attack, like no crit damage here. Why? I don't think I would commit to this piece. What about this one? No, that's pretty shit. Like this one whiffed. This one. Alright, let's try. Okay, HP percentage. I mean, maybe he wants to use that one. Triple attack percentage. No speed here. I mean, it's rare. Give it a shot. Oh, I got it on the 6B, on the 6-star rare piece. I got it, guys. God damn it. He might even use this one. I don't know. So I'd let the optimizer do the work, but yeah, like all my gears, like really bad luck there. Like I imagine I need minimum at least one rolling crit, followed by, like, man, all these are trash. Yeah, I'm even rolling like my stone skin, triple speed, 5-star. How about this one? Defiant. Pretty trashy, but trash. All right, let's try. Nope. The problem is also like speed too. No speed. Oh well. Nope. Couple HP percentage. Maybe that changes some of the searches. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. This one? Double flat. Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit. Maybe if I can hit crit rate here. Fuck. Okay. Let's see if it changes anything in the optimizer. What was that fully ascended lethal glove? It's my best glove. Crit rate. Crit rate with a double crit rate roll. Sorry, is my head blocking it? My head might be blocking it. But yeah, crit rate with the double crit rate roll. Crit rate ascended. Okay, let's try again. So Cavern, what was your mentality when you were gearing Terrace? Like how fast did you want to make him? Like don't you think it would be better to have like a super fast Terrace? Because he does so much damage already. Like you don't need to like make him, you know, one shot everybody into the ground and then light their bodies on fire. You know, you just need to kill like 1 or 2 guys. Yeah, I know. But you know, none of my builds use that glove. It's kind of weird. It's my best glove for sure. Looks like the builds did change a little bit, but let it run a little bit. Pretty fast stats are 100k, 240 speed. Man, those are really good stats. I would love a 240 speed Terrace. Fast, because we both don't have Marichka. Yeah, I think 200 speed nuclear in live arena is pretty slow, to be honest. So like he needs to be like 240. I think 240 sounds pretty nice. So the gear actually did change. It's still using the same lethal gear. Yeah, no good. Oh, is using the protection set. Okay. I would think Terrace will become like more number 2 DPS for you. I'm using all, basically allow all. Oh shit, I gotta add that too. Oh shit, that's pretty big. A big hit. Okay, let's try again. Did not start. Why is it not starting? What? Ah. Okay, you know what? It's always going to be crit rate because then he's not attack based, right? So it's always going to be crit rate, crit damage. So I'm just going to leave that there. Sorry. The optimizer link is down. Maybe it just broke. Yeah, I clicked optimize, it didn't work. If it is slow for live, I was trying to find balance between live and classic, yeah. Yeah, I guess I would use Terrace for my main DPS for classic as well. Since I do have CFE. I do have CFE. All right. Looks like Live Arena now has better CVC rewards. It's still not worth it, man. Like I'm in goal 1. One win gets me 150 points, which is like nothing. And like each fight takes like 5 minutes. Don't have CFE? Yeah. You have Duchess? Duchess would work. Same thing, right? Yeah, my Terrace is much weaker than what you guys are posting in chat. Much weaker. Like overall stats, much weaker. You've been blessed with crit damage and crit damage ascension. Nice. Yeah. It's, you know, it is what it is. Let's see what it spits out. Maybe 220 would be a decent compromise. Yeah, Duchess. Duchess, good. At least you have Duchess. I think the only champion I'm missing is like Marichka, Yumiko. Marichka, Yumiko I'm missing. But I have Warlord, thankfully. And Marichka is like, yeah, she's nice, but whatever. Not not super needed. All right. Eight? Oh, takes Harma's 200. Like, look at this. Only 91k, 271. 91k, 271. Look, that's the regen glove that we ascended. How about this 300 crit one? Breaks my ethos. Guess I won't be using him too much. Yeah, sorry guys, this is the boring part. It takes me a long time to like commit to a gear set. Live Arena is 200 points for a win now. I thought it was based on how many medals you get. Missing Nutcracker? Yeah. Some meta DPS like Nutcracker would be nice. Or even Ragash. Just one more DPS, because like I have the top 3 DPS, which is like Harma, Taurus, and like Rhodos. But my 4th DPS would be like Rhonda, Candrafon. So I don't have like a good 4th. So like Turbo doesn't really count. My Terrace used to have 1 billion HP. Oh, you're out? Alright, take care, Cavern. Yeah, my kids are gonna wake up. My kid's gonna wake up soon too. Have a good day, yeah. 5 points per medal. Yeah, I get 50 gold medals for 1 win, so it's only 150 points. CVC points? Are you sure? I only get 50 medals. So it's 150 points, right? No, wait, sorry, it's 250 points. Sorry, my math. Bad math. Gear rolling is blessed. I don't think my gear is bad. That's the thing. But yeah, definitely some key pieces could have rolled better. It's just open. Let's test. Okay, let's do a live arena. I'm gonna save Terrace. I can't really commit to a build too quickly. All right, hop in. Where am I at? 1600. Not particularly too high, but 1600 should be pretty chill, I think. Let's Terrace first. But then how am I gonna make a video? How am I gonna make a first impression Terrace video? Is he good? How does that sound? Is that a good title? First impression, is he good? Question mark. Damn it, he picked Rhodos. Funny thing is, even Terrace like that might increase your win rate by using him as ban bait. You want to try? Can Terrace campaign farm is the question. I think I've seen a showcase of him trying to farm campaign. It freaking takes forever, man, because he uses the A1 we know he's good. Maybe like Terrace, most OP nuker, or Terrace is like having a GTA cheat code. I'm just thinking like, what's the most outrageous like video title you could have? You know, you could use Terrace as a block pick. Like I could put Terrace in my team as a block pick. Like it blocks him from taking Terrace. He's trash, can't solo Bommel, nothing but a 5-star chicken. What is this? I don't know what this guy does. Oh, he does the health swap. The ban is interesting. I'm not sure who to ban. Should I just ban Rotos? The Sand Devil Killer, yeah. Nodgar, the most Sand Devil kills by a single champion in 3 hours. Ooh, look at that. I was hoping to kill the Noggar, but I guess I weak hit. Oh, what? I didn't know he had a revive. Yet. Sorry, I didn't realize he had a revive. Going through this UDK is gonna be a pain in the ass. Just got clapped by Wukong. Wow. Okay. Okay. I would feed Terrace to rank 6 the Monkey King. This should attract some clicks. Oh my god. I would be like, Wukong, so OP. Could be like, yeah, Wukong, so OP. Feeding, don't need Terrace anymore. He revives with full turn meter if all allies are alive. Oh, okay. Sorry, yeah, I haven't seen him enough to put too much consideration into what he does. I know he does health swap. If you feed Terrace to a rare, that champion becomes Terrace. Is Wukong going to help top tier for me? I think so, yeah. He's an interesting tool. Definitely unique. Pain in the ass. Rage bait title. This is why Terrace is balanced and shouldn't deserve nerf. That would get people riled up. Oh, that sucks. I don't need him right now, but like that kind of sucks. Okay. Oof, big slam and finish. Nice. Counterfon laying the smack down. How many points was that? 250, right? So yeah, 5 points per medal. Yeah, 5 points per medal. So we tested it out. All right, let's do one more. That was kind of fun. I usually don't stream my live arena, but that was kind of fun. I bet you though, Terrace needed a nerf until a few days ago. um, yeah, he did. I made a video about proposed nerfs for Terrace. I think Terrace is the real problem, not really Marichka. It's mostly Terrace. He's basically just too powerful. I think Uko's gonna come in here. I don't necessarily need to pick UDK, so I can pick Rotos here. Okay, let's go, and I'll save my support for last. Could be UDK. Yeah, Terrace in my opinion needs a nerf. Like he needs some kind of thing fixed about him. Either he does less damage or he's easier to kill. More too. I don't really have a solution, but I'm not too worried about more too. Oof, almost ran out of time. I mean, Harma is gonna kill this more too. Here. Yeah, okay, sure. You know what? Python was a bad pick. I don't think I should have picked Python. But yeah. Just the way the draft went, don't think there was too many other option. Dun's pretty good here. Extra turn. Too easy to do a lot of damage with no downside. Hardest hitting champ shouldn't be a tankiest nuke. Exactly. Yep. That's why I think like he needs some kind of adjustment. Either like have his passive like be resistible and then reduce his damage mitigation, or just reduce his damage multipliers. Best title, Tara sucks, and the intro to him doing a team wipe, and then I'll show that he has no gear on. This guy can kill somebody here probably. I would 100% kill Rotos if he can do it, but it's not guaranteed that he can do it. Yeah, going for Python I don't think really matters because he's a reviver, right? But I guess maybe he's worried about the heals. I don't know if I can one-shot him, one-shot her, but oh, put the damage in. Oof. Might get another peril shot. Nope. That's pretty strong AoE. We got those attacks-based nukers out here struggling to satisfy the conditions. They do less damage, yeah. Look at this, Rotos, he's basically dead. Killing the revivers does not matter, but fine. Alright, kids up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate you all. See you guys soon. That's it. GG. Alright, that's it for me, guys. Have a good day. Thanks for hanging out. Good luck on your CBCs. And see you guys in the next one.